How's it going, everyone? Welcome to our new podcast, Last Mag. I'm your host, Uncle, also known as DJ, joined by my co-host, aka Brett,
What's up, boys?
and we got our buddy Hooligan, also known as Cody.
What up, fam?
And it's been a long week. We finally decided that we're always chilling and watching a lot of esports, YouTube, any type of entertainment that we can, and we need something to do. So why not do a podcast together? What do you guys think? It's been a heck of a week, and we're finally here, finally doing the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure. Fucking long week, boys. Especially with COD.
Yes, it's been a long
A
week.
lot of upsets.
Yeah, it's been a lot of
Big
upsets.
time.
It's been some bumps in the road. We're still gonna have some hiccups. Obviously, it's a fresh podcast coming out the gate, but we will improve as we go along because we are really invested in this. To be honest, it's something that's been an idea for a very long time. To be honest with you, but yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and kick it off with COD since we have the most content on it. Major 2 in Boston has been so far pretty much
Up and down.
yeah, probably so far my favorite event of the major, to be honest, like out of the last
Yeah.
few, even counting last year's, because
Yeah.
just the last match alone of today, which we'll get into later on.
Yeah, we'll get into that one.
Yeah, that was a banger of a match. Cody, I know you're at work, but you have to watch the Major 2 match of Boston and Optic.
Yeah, that was right when I left.
Yeah, there was, I think, Brett, what'd you say? That was the peak viewership?
Yeah, almost 9K.
That's insane. Holy shit.
COD's pulling viewership nowadays.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull up my notes here real quick, and we'll dive right into it. So as for day one, starting out, we had Minnesota Rocker versus NYSL. Now that was a Hydra show, if I do say so myself. Hydra has been just doing his thing this whole season so far, same as last year.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, good series out of them. I didn't expect Rocker to get 2 maps, to be honest with you, especially with how the qualifiers went.
Yeah.
I do think that so far, though, they've done well. It is crazy to talk about the past days whenever we are where we are now, because we're going into Champ Sunday in a couple hours. It's 11:26 Saturday, and to go backtrack, you know what I mean? Like this Saturday was probably one of the craziest Saturdays we've had in a very long time. And just, I don't know, the first couple of days almost seemed boring with how today went.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like going back to that Rocker NYSL game, like no one expected Rocker to come in and beat arguably the best team in the league right now. Like that's alone by itself that says something. Like when you come to land, the whole game changes. You don't know what's going to happen on land. And even with LA Thieves, like they're on a run right now. And they qualifiers, everything. They were not doing much. But hey, it's Call of Duty. Anything can change fucking split second.
That is true. That is very true. Cody, did you catch any of the matches by any chance on day one, or were you at work?
I was at work day one.
Dang, you need to watch some of them because Hydra, he's a menace with the sub. You guys also, I didn't tell you, but at some point you need to check your. I know you guys did the fantasy teams.
Yep.
I completely forgot to mention that, but we should probably bring those on at some point. Not this episode, but in the future. You know, we'll see how it goes. Because I completely choked and missed my picks this go, and I regret it. Wish I would have been sooner. I don't know. What was it? $25? It just doesn't seem like enough. But I was trying to stack
that's
the
what
deck.
I said too. But yeah, you were trying to pick all 10s. I see what you were doing out there.
Hey, I had 1-9, I think.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
But I don't think he's a 9. Should be a 9 anymore after today. But besides the
what I think they should be doing instead of they give you the free $25.
Yeah.
Let everyone put $100 in. You want to make a God Squad? Go ahead. See what happens. Because clearly, with the NYSL, you pick Hydra, he's gone. You lost all your points.
Oh man.
As an individual, he's good, but I don't know. You're losing your points on the pick, in my opinion.
Maybe, yeah.
and with the roster changes too, before going into this, the qualifiers, kind of chalked a lot of people's placements. You had to pick good on that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Next map for day one was Boston and FaZe.
Crazy, Matt. Crazy.
Yeah, Boston choke the control and FaZe come back. FaZe come back again, or FaZe actually, no, they pop off the next map and almost 100 point club Boston Breach. Simp and Cell just having the way.
Yeah. Well, Boston almost reverse swept them on control. Or they
Really?
did, actually. It was on Ellis Isla. It was their number one map.
Nice. I need to, yeah, I say I need to watch pretty much all of day one because that was the day I was at work as well. That's the only bad thing about these being on weekends sometimes.
Yeah.
Or like
and
on
they
Thursday
start really
on.
early, right? So.
Yeah. Like right, actually, it's like right when I go in. That's the bad thing about working nights, I should say.
Like most of the time with me, I'm catching the games. I'm catching second game, like a map in. Like, even when I'm taking my notes and stuff, right? Like that. I'm going into the, like my notes from day one. I just said Rocker beat NYSL. Like I didn't see nothing on it. Like, holy shit. But then the second one, like Boston versus FaZe, Boston fucking showed out, dude. They showed out. Like the fact they could go the distance with FaZe says that these teams, like I said before, coming from qualifiers that aren't doing a lot, are popping off. I mean, Boston was doing well. They were like, what, third seed, fourth seed?
The third or fourth, somewhere in there. Because I think it was what Optic, Toronto, and then
Optic, Toronto. I think it was Boston.
Or no, did Boston get moved down because they lost? They got that. What was it? A reverse sweep, or did FaZe just beat them?
FaZe beat them. Sent them down to losers because the S&D they slaughtered them on. They beat them 6-0.
FaZe did.
Yeah, and then they went to the hard
They
point.
completely skunked them on that. Then Boston, by the way, it's crazy.
But Boston is also 0-5 in map 5. Like they can't win at map 5.
That's what I was going to say. That's crazy. I don't know. And to hear this is nuts because on everyone, whether it's players or people from like the flank or breaking point, CDL intel, all of those, they say that from everything they hear in scrims, Boston fries.
Yep.
But on LAN, they're having a bit of trouble here. Anyway, moving to the next match of the day, it was Ultra versus LEG.
A little bit of beef there.
No beef.
We know how that is.
No beef. Remember, no beef.
I don't beef with shit stains.
Yeah, no. There's no beef there. Scrappy,
It's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry. I don't know why they even talk about that. They're bums. So
it ain't a rivalry and it ain't even close. Chris.
He loves to get his words in when he can. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, he's one of those guys. Like I like that stuff. So seeing him coming in from challengers, he gets his shot, instantly comes in league frying. Toronto, they're not done at all. Whoever's chalking Toronto. And the same thing with NYSL. Like, everyone has bad series, everyone has bad maps, but...
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's and I know everybody will use the whole... You just have bad maps. You never need an excuse. You just have bad maps, bad days.
Call of Duty, it switches.
Yeah,
just
sometimes
like
you
that.
get outplayed. It's crazy because you could play a series with the same two teams and have completely different outcomes back to back. But anyway, moving into map 1 of this Ultra versus LEG, Assault... having a hard time on the map. Went 0-11 before finally hitting a 3-piece. Ultra were 12 points away from the W when he did this. And it was kind of funny because...
He had 4.
What's that?
He started with... Well, he had 4, and then he got that 3-piece to break, I think it was P6 P5 and Kitchen. But that's the only thing he did the rest of the game.
Ultra get the dub. Kleenex popping off that map. I mean, 33-22. He was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
The control... that was a slaughter. I mean, the spawn trap that was coming out of Ultra onto LAG. It was interesting to see. I mean,
well, you're not even talking about the S&D that Toronto had against them. Like that setup they had, like on I think it was second because they won the first. Whatever. It was kind of going back and forth for a bit, but the way Toronto set up, like they were not breaking it. They were locked in.
Was that on this one?
Yeah. It was against LAG in the S&D, and then Kleenex, hell of a series out of him. He was just running at them. Like they were playing pubs against LAG that map. Like it wasn't even fair.
I know what setup you're talking about too. That was a crazy setup. I'm actually
Yeah.
I got to get a screenshot of that and pull it up because that setup. I remember we were talking about that, the way that they were watching each other's crosses and everything, and even the guy in the back, he was pushed far enough back that he couldn't get shot from the left, and he was
Yeah.
almost head glitching the bomb from a distance. And whenever I think it was Kleenex who was on the right side in the alley, whenever he started getting a little bit of trouble, another guy from the street on LAG
Yeah,
pushed.
they're really good at setups, but sometimes they get, I don't know if it's in their heads because they're such a young team that they lose some of their setups or rotations even or shit like that. But that was a hell of a search and destroy out of them because like LAG couldn't stop it. Like they were trying to set up and Toronto was just running at them.
Yeah. Who was that upstairs? Was that Insight? I think it was Insight that was upstairs too. Having him up there just roaming in that house, that was perfect for that setup as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot that was on that series. I remember we rewatched it actually because you were telling me about it.
Yeah, because that series they went up 2-0. Then they play Control on Fortress.
Yeah, that was
and Assault fucking saved them from losing. I don't know how Toronto didn't close it out, but
To the back is a huge kill again. At 2 versus 6, it's scrap alone at 2 versus 5. But LAG are in. Stanley finds one. It's a 1 versus 4 for scrap. He looks for Assault, guns him out of the hill, and here they come. LAG have the numbers, and they win a Control. They have regained in this series. I said miracles happen on land and statistics be damned. We're going to a map 4.
because if you look at the stats of that game, it was just lopsided. But somehow LAG pulled that one out. Then you got Joey DeCease and Exceed standing up talking shit to Scrap. He said, "All right, next map then," and they completely dismantled them on fucking HP. It wasn't even fair.
Streaks that they were doing that you were showing me about using the streaks to break
yeah.
the anchor. That was sick. One for
Where they both had streaks.
Are you talking about the double streak?
Yeah, one for the trophy, one for the player. That was actually pretty cool. I like that a lot.
And the thing is, they're not wasting it, right? They need to break that 1 point P1 when they did it. So they think it was Scrap used his as a, throw the trophy down. Then they kill the guy on point and they retook the point. Like they're not throwing it out there just to get, 1 kill and nothing happens. They're smart. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Ultra doing this.
They're calculated.
Yeah. And I mean, they really stay composed as a team. That's what I like about them. Otherwise, I stay with my favorite, of course. But Ultra beating this team right here and moving on. I know it's not a lot to say from just this match, but looking at Ultra overall, they're looking like a pretty damn good respawn team.
Today was a little off. We'll get into that later, but
yeah.
At
the
all in
time,
all,
I'm
like
saying that,
qualifiers, like no one could really beat them. Like in any respawn, they had good setups. Every map isn't chalked for them. That's the thing. Like they were down so many points today, 120 points or some shit against fucking FaZe, and they somehow cap 3 hard points and come back. Like you can never count Toronto Ultra out in a map. And it's the same thing with even FaZe too. Like they're one of those teams that you don't know what's going to happen. They're just going to come back or whatever they're doing.
Always, yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more. Especially now, it seems more like they're finding form. I know for a while it was kind of iffy. People were questioning whether or not the move with Slasher and Arcides was worth it. It's looking to be pretty beneficial on their part, to be honest. I mean, especially after today. But moving into at day 1's last match of the day, after Ultra take the LAG match 3-1, we have Optic Texas versus LA Thieves. And now this was questionable for me because there's been a lot of stuff going on around Optic Texas as a whole. With recently you had Scump retiring. We'll get into that later.
Yeah,
That's
RP
crazy.
to go.
Yeah, that's
my fantasy draft ruined.
yeah, that's crazy, but at least he gets some peace. We'll get into that later. Dashy being dropped and being brought back because of Seth's retirement. Hoop being brought in, reforming Zio.
Yep.
Of course, they had their qualifiers and looking good moving into the major. I mean, we had C1 moving in. Now, though, it seems like with everything that's going on or has went on in this camp, they're actually not doing too bad, but they still need some work, just from my point of view. But the Mikado S&D was just a complete optic show. I mean, Thieves just struggling stats. Like, I have this screenshot I'll end up throwing up as well, but I don't know if this was a fluke match now or Optics S&D is dominant, but after today, it's looking pretty dominant. I mean, they're, I think, 7-1 now? They beat them on the S&D. They were looking pretty good. Still, after things, though, that they need to work on, but otherwise, not too bad. As for Thieves, I was thinking that they were struggling hard on day one. I'm not going to lie. After I saw this, because if you guys have seen the scoreboard, I don't know if you have or not, but the S&D stats for that was rough. But the control that they had on Hotel against the LA Thieves.
Yeah.
That was a crazy match, because if they would have got the capture on the last B flag on Hotel, it needed one segment, and 3 of them pushed through couches together, weaving through a couple of the LA Thieves players. They were just trying to stack it for the last segment. And they ended up not getting it. But, I mean, if they would have got that, that would have been sick. It really would have been worth the play, just to have a complete flood onto it, get the bonus boost of the capture, and move on. It would have been an easy closeout. But map 4, 222, 185. Optic make a crazy comeback and hold the last hill until the end for the win. Brett, I'm pretty sure you and I watched that. That was the Hydro map. Hook was it was, because Hook was going in at the end. He whipped out his knife and stabbed the guy. Dashy on the hill with Ender. I think the knife might have been the closer, because if that guy that he knifed, if he would have found a kill, it could have been a possible break, because LA Thieves, they are a breaking team. I mean, they break hills.
They're the best hard point break team ever.
Yes.
They're number one. They can break every point. I don't know what they're smoking, what they're drinking. I don't know what they're on, but
it's
when they come into when they come into a hard point, you got to be set up good, and you got to be the first one to get a pick, because you are gonna get rinsed.
It's that Juvie energy drink. Nade's supplying them. It's keeping them good. I like to see that they're finally making it work, because I know some people still question, and there are times, you kind of wonder if this team is going to work long term, because of how,
everyone was questioning that before the season started.
Yeah, just because of how crazy this game and this league as a whole are nowadays. I mean, anyone can win at any given day, like we said earlier. But map 5, round 10, Optic take the W.
Yep.
6-1 S&D with the new roster. Or no, 7-1. That was the count. So I did have the count right there. So at the end of day 1, they were 7-1 in S&D with the new roster. But yeah, it went to round 10. Can't believe it actually went to round 10 again.
I think that off of day 1, I think the biggest day was day 2. All those matches on day 2. I mean, with the first match, let's go with the first match. NYSL playing Ravens. I tweeted out, I said, I'm trying to look for a London Ravens upset. Well, I was out there trolling. But no, New York completely dismantled them. They New York shouldn't have been sent down, to be honest, at all.
Yeah, I can't believe they did. I mean, really, they were looking, even qualifiers, just from since the beginning, man. I mean, since the beginning, they were looking good.
They're Major 1 champs, dude.
I know, and I'm not gonna lie.
Here and you lose, and you're out. Or they won against London, but I don't know. They need to go back and work on their searches. Their respawns are no problem. Yeah. Hydra, Kismet, they're flying. But at the same time, their search, they look lost on search. Big time.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're really like a just an antsy team. All of them are fast players, fairly. You know, they're fairly fast
Yep.
players. Even
Yeah.
the ARs, P Dog and Skies. You know, they're pretty fast for ARs.
Yeah, I think the only person that's not as fast is probably Skies. He holds his routes
Yeah,
more,
more. Yeah, yeah. P Dog's more of a moving one, moving AR.
but like I said, like you have one guy like Hydra moving around the map like that, it makes your job easier because it doesn't matter. He's getting kills. If he dies, he's still getting kills. Like he's like what was that fucking at that major? He was down like 5 or something. He come back on like a fucking 15 streak. Like the kid just has something in his brain. He just doesn't want to lose, which you need with these young guys coming in. Same thing with Scrap or even like I don't want to say it Exceed or Joey Deceives, whatever. All these new guys coming in, they're gonna want to have that ego. They want to fucking prove themselves so they're not fucking getting dropped or everything
Right.
because like we've seen with between major 1 and 2, you can get dropped like that. You're switching teams, you're fucking moving.
That's true.
It's just
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and what Ravens losing made them. Was this the one that made him go home? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, Ray, because that in day 2, everybody who was in
It was all losers,
who
right?
came there, all they had to do was win one game, but they couldn't get it done. They couldn't get it done.
Yeah, so day 2 was pretty much like the all losing bracket. From the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Like all the teams that got eliminated from winners on Thursday, they come down to losers, just keep putting them out.
yeah.
It was like a batting cage in there for everybody who came from winners.
So Ravens go home. They end up finishing 9th through 12th. I take it this was the first team that went home, so they got
It's last.
zero money earned and 0 COD points earned. They need to do some work. I'm kind of wondering
Yep.
if this is actually maybe the time before, because moving into Major 3 for this team, if they stick together, you know, Major 3, Major 4, Major 5, Major 6, you got to wonder, like, when is the time to find a team to settle on and actually go for the run for champs? Like everyone tries to go.
Their whole org. I don't know what's going on. Like you look at their roster, they dropped. Who was it?
They
for
benched Trey
Scraps?
0 for they put Scraps in.
Yeah.
Actually, no, hold on. They had some nasty Paul and Trey, and they benched Paul.
Yeah, they dropped Paul X.
For Scraps, and then brought Paul back for Trey.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, they're
like
just kind of
it's
rotating.
like
I wonder if it's time to
they're
find
rotating
a new player.
through dumb shit, and in my opinion, that whole team just needs completely reworked. They need to do something. They need to find a challengers team, something. Like even like LAG, like they found challengers people. They're made a run supposedly. They didn't do amazing, but they still made a run. But no, that team
Got to save Asim though.
blow it up,
Got to save Asim.
blow it up. Like,
Save Asim. Give him a chance.
yeah, save him for sure. Give him a chance. Build around him.
He's good. And it's nothing against the other ones. Like any
I'm
of
not
the
gonna
other
lie
players.
too, though. Scraps, he's not bad. I just feel like he needs something. He needs like a fire or something to light him up because he doesn't do bad in respawns.
Well,
His search is terrible.
yeah, and I don't think it's like always individual players. Like it's their fault by any means because I just think it's the 4. It's a team game, and there's only 48 players in the league, so they got to be at least good enough to get in of the 48. But as a team, I don't think it's really going to work. Maybe they do something, but I'm really not thinking it's going to work, to be honest with you.
And talking about teams, move on to the second match of day 2,
And
Seattle
Marin-
versus Boston.
Yeah, that was I was at work.
Holy.
When this happened.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, Seattle looked great, but Boston just looked better. Like, Seattle, like I said, like, we all thought Seattle was going to make a run. Like, you seen them in Major 1. Like, they were frying. They were doing the thing. You got Pred, Sib, Mac, Accuracy. They're good. But, I don't know. That team is just, I think they're too much in their head. Like, they're playing individual instead of playing together.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know. Like, the fact that on that control with the cruise missile with that glitch.
Yeah.
Watching back the VOD on that from Scump's POV, I think that if accuracy didn't jump out that window, they might have had that because everyone's saying it was a glitch, but I don't think it was, man. Like you watch it back, accuracy was jumping out a top fortress, and obviously Mac killed himself with it and accuracy, but like they could have easily fucking held that. They could have done something. I don't know. Accuracy was in the wrong time or jumping out. Like they should have called it the cruise. I don't know their comms, right? But that was just a bad, weird situation that no one really knows what really happened.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. I mean, especially
it did cost them.
Yeah, and just seeing them go home. I mean, it sucks. I was at work and I just happened to go sit down for a second. I pulled up YouTube and it was like minutes. The clip was posted, and I watch it and I see the streak come in. I was like, what? And I kind of wonder though, you know, with how this team, because this team stayed from last year, you know, they didn't make any changes.
They were solid on that team.
It was
they had every chance to switch.
Yeah, and it was an up and down year for him then, and I wonder now because it's like how many people have said they're such an inconsistent team when it comes to staying in the upper top echelon of teams. You may get third one event, you may get 11th at another, 10th, whatever they got.
Yeah, but going back to that statement with like New York, you have Hydra running around the map. That's what Pred does. He wants to go get kills, and he's good at getting kills. He rarely loses his ones. And then same with Sib. He's, you know, aggressive AR. He wants to get in the mix. But then you have Accuracy and Smack, who are just slowly moving around the map. They're not holding routes. They're losing their ones, and they lose full, and they lose one map, then they lose two maps, and they win one map. Like, it's not consistent. It needs to be some consistency in Seattle. I get they want to stay with that team. It's a good team if they all play together. That's how it needs to be.
That, and I mean, to be honest, Sib and Pred, they have the ability to take over, and Mac is able to snap at times and get, you know, crazy streaks, big plays, even if it's not a feed of players. It's plays or kills that matter. Same with Lamar, but I don't know if it's really what the other two need, because with them being able to take over in kills, they can also just kill and do, like, they're doing all the work at times. You know, it's not always the team doing the work together. It's 1 to 2 to 3 players at a given time, not the 4 as a solid whole moving together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's questionable, but who goes, if anyone goes? That's what I want to know. Personally, I kind of wonder if it's time for Lamar to go. The Iceman. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it. I know people are going to hate me for saying that because I know Lamar's been around for a while. Mr. Fundamentals, everyone knows that. But I don't think he can always keep up with the Sib and Pred. Mac can if Mac continues to progress.
If Mac is playing his game.
And if he progresses and like to where he can do it at a consistent rate. But I don't know what the team relationships are like by any means. You know, I know they had a lot of stuff going on with Pred possibly moving to Optic during the qualifiers for Major 2. There was a big question there. It didn't happen, clearly. You know, we won't even talk about that. That was already been blown up and stuff. Question is if this team stays, what happens next event for them? I don't know. But Boston, they in day 2, I know we had said in day 1 it was looking kind of shaky for them, but in day 2 they were actually starting to look like the team from scrims everyone talks about, which was great to see because we have the man Zinni on the team. But moving into the next match, we had Florida Mutineers versus LA Thieves.
Oh my god!
I didn't watch this one. I know you watched that one, so I'm gonna let you take this one because
it was.
From what you said, it was.
I don't really know what to say about it. Like the first map, like Hardpoint, going into it, right? This is the first game that I seen LA Thieves actually look like a championship team from like last year. They honestly took over every match. Like every match, they're, like I said, they have really good setups. They know how to break points. Like Florida wasn't rotating the hard point. If they did, someone was picking them off and pinching them. And then the S&D, which Florida's good at S&D. You know, you got Havoc on the team, Major Manigag, and then even Dave Patty coming in. They had a decent S&D, but I don't know, like even Envoy shooting bodies, like then Florida doing push-ups because they won one map. Like, I don't know. It was a bad series for Florida. They need to do a lot of reworking as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said, like you're dropping Brack for an AR, Dave Patty, and then you're losing more S&Ds, and you're not good at hardpoint. Like, they need to get their respawn if they even want to do anything, because all these teams you're seeing are really good at respawn, and then their search needs work, or like every team has something.
Yeah.
The only team I look at that's solid right now is Optic and FaZe with their thing, and I'd throw Ultra in there too. Like, they're solid when they get moving, but I don't know, man. Like, Florida needs a lot of work.
I mean, and I actually might even have to say myself, I'll put, with starting from this match moving forward, I would probably have to put Thieves up there, because on LAN, there's something crazy how Thieves just snap, and they turn, because this ended with a 3-0 for LA, and Florida goes home. It was interesting to see, because I know at the beginning the leaderboards or the bracket was lined up to where Optic possibly could have played for it. It would have been kind of interesting to see if the new roster.
And when we watched that Optic LA Thieves map, LA Thieves was close to beating them. Like, they were close.
Yeah.
So even like with that, like Optic being first seed, and they can do that when they were shit in qualifiers.
Yeah.
But then they come to LAN and they're dropping 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 all fucking day. Like,
yeah. Which
I don't know, man. Like, it's gonna be a toss up tomorrow, because now they play Optic again tomorrow at 3.
Yeah, which we'll talk about. Don't worry. We'll because at the end we will do our takes on who we think's gonna our pick'ems.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah, we'll get our pick'ems in.
But so yeah, Florida go home. They do not get any money or COD points.
They get nothing.
I'm kind of wondering, is it time to either change the
blow it
team?
Blow it up, dude.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I kind of wonder if they should just change maybe 2. Yeah, maybe change 1 and actually pull someone completely new.
Keep Havoc.
I'd say just get someone else other than Dave Patty. I mean, Dave and Brack.
Yeah, he needs to go, man. Like, he was already in Challenger. You brought him in. Brack was honestly the better S&D player, because you had him matched with Havoc. They did fucking amazing on searches. Probably 2 of the best search players, in my opinion, going into games, like with their setups and everything. But then I don't know what happened on their org side to bring Dave Patty.
Yeah, that's true. Unless depends. I mean, if it's ran, kind of like how the players want to do things, then it could have been them deciding.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it could also be someone in the suit saying, "Hey, we're not getting results. We're just going to switch it up, deal with it."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they go home as well. No money, no points for them. And moving into the next one, we had Vegas versus LAG.
LAG. I love this matchup. I loved it. It was probably the best match of day 2.
Arseny's frying on map 1. Fortress breaking a new kill record with 42.
Yeah, 42 kills, man. Holy, was it a game to watch?
LAG obviously take map 1. Was it a good one? I didn't see that one either.
It was a really good one. LAG looked like they could actually do something. I don't look at LAG frying, but in that hardpoint, they were frying, absolutely frying. They were just moving. They had setups. They had everything going, and Vegas just fell short. Like, it was a close game. All the games in that series were close. All of them.
Good. You said S&D Clay had an ace, dude. Let's go Grayster. That's fucking awesome. It's always good to see Clay performing.
Fucking first map comes out on Mercado, just fries everybody. That's what you need, though, on that team, because Clay's the vet in that situation, and you have him coming out, and he gets an ace, firing up the boys, standing up, talking his shit like, Clay fashion.
Yeah.
That fires your team up. That always gets everyone going. All right, now we need to get it going.
Yeah, it does suck to see. That sent him home. I mean, especially Clay. I mean, he had a series.
That's the thing with Vegas. Like, you got Prolude on there, Temp, TJ. I don't know if it's Prolude's problem, because he was dropping a donut.
Yeah,
like,
I did see that.
Temp and was it Temp? I think it was. Oh no, it was TJ. because Temp also dropped 4, Prolute dropped 4.
Yeah, TJ and Clay.
So, and then Clay's out here carrying his team with TJ. You know, 2, I would say, kind of vets. TJ's not as a veteran as Clay, but he's a good search and destroy player. At the end of the day,
I mean, you got Clay and Little Krim.
Pretty much, like you honestly do.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that he looks more like Krim
But
every day.
with the search, so it's like,
Yeah, I know Don.
And then-
he always loses full though in search, like, or just in general.
Yes, he
Like,
does.
bad thing about Don.
he gets in his head too much.
Yeah, and Don's
Once
cool as shit, but
he's frying now.
you see it on the cam. He loses once, and like he throws his head back.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
just fucking,
the
oh my
face.
god. And then Clay tries to regain him. It's like, no, dude, you need to focus up, man. You need to get into it.
So Joe Deceives drops 15 kills in this S&D.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Popping off.
he did.
I know
And
a lot of people still talk, like, they question whether or not he should be in. I mean, we're not going to say whether or not he should be in. We'll let the tournaments decide and see if at the end of the year, because from what's happened already, LAG is not afraid to make moves. I mean, they dumped 3 players, brought a whole academy team in, and you know they want results from what you can tell. And you got to think like Alec probably wants results. I sometimes feel bad for him that
Alec needs results.
He's babysitting almost. It seems like.
Yeah, they tied the series 1-1. Then we move into Control, Ellis Islo, which Vegas is up 2-0, looking great, moving, doing their thing. Great setups, great rotations, holding spawns. And then all of a sudden, it all went sideways. I don't know comms, what happened, but they dropped the ball, and LAG reverse swept them on Control. Came back. Then they lost full, going to the next hard point. And, like, I don't want to talk too much about the Controls because it's like, you shouldn't have lost that. You shouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, Clay dropping a.
But the hard point, it was close. Like, it was close. Clay was frying. He's doing his thing. He had 30 kills with, I think it was like 19 deaths, 20 deaths, something like that. So he's out there doing his thing. And then they tied it 2-2 with that, and then LAG with the win on S&D. But after that, like, I don't know, they were just losing full, man. Like, they couldn't get anything together on the S&D. Nothing. They lost full composure, and I feel like it's a team. As soon as you lose composure there, you're done for. Like, what's Clay supposed to do? Yell at everybody?
Yeah, he will though. But yeah,
Oh yeah, he will for sure.
LAG take it 3-2, and Vegas go home. 0 points, $0 earned. It does suck. You know, it would be nice to see like Clay and Tim, especially like I feel bad for Tim because he's been on this org for so long,
and he's committed, old head.
Yeah, and it was just nice to see him get really all the players, but someone who's been sticking with this org for his spot in the league. It'd be nice to see him get a good run.
Well, Scump was fucking riding with him. As soon as he watched the game, he was like, I want Vegas to win this. They should win this.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's even in the intro.
They beat Optic.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I know, that was crazy. That's when everybody was still questioning the roster or not with Hook added.
Yeah.
But we move in next to NYSL versus LA Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
And insane hard point from both teams. Good matchup. Came down to the wire. It was about whichever team could break the last hard point, and LA Thieves pull through with the 250 to 246. What is up with the fucking close calls, man?
246, man. No, like watching that game.
The close calls this year is crazy.
Yeah, there's too many close calls, but that what brings the views in. That everyone's standing up, they're fucking fired up. They want to see that.
I mean, I love the edge of the seat matches.
Like that was 100%. A good mashup. NYSL goes down to losers, plays LA Thieves and losers. Both teams who are crazy good on land, they're playing each other finally in losers bracket, which that's kind of weird to say, but they come out hard point. Both teams are just ripping each other apart. And then they came down to that last point. Like they couldn't hold it. Like like we've said, like LA Thieves just comes in there, steamrolls everybody off a point, and they
Breaking
held it.
team. Yes,
Like
breaking team.
it's crazy to think about that. Teams need to take notice. Like, how is LA Thieves just running in, getting one, and then they're double stacking or triple stacking on one area to get the hint? Like, if you watched it, it's like two people would back each other up. They'd wait, jump in, boom. They'd throw a trophy first, then jump in. They should have held it, but there's not much Kismet could have done on the couches there because he was in a bad spot, bad angle. They lost it, they held it again, and then fucking got the win.
Yeah, it's I think everybody's got to work on, especially against LA Thieves, holding and breaking, because Thieves, when they come in, it's crazy how they get something. I mean, everybody's snaking, of course, which is good for them. But
Oh yeah, weirdos.
moving into the S&D, LA Thieves just outplay them. Like we said earlier, NYSL just have a lot of hyper aggressive people. They'll be sitting somewhere for maybe a half a second before they got to move, especially Hydra. He's flying, which it's good. I mean, it's not bad by any means.
You need aggression, though. From what I've seen,
but
the most aggressive teams on search win.
But yes, that's true. But when LA Thieves has the human hurt on their team and he's just holding one spot and you're just destined to run right into his iron side, it's over.
But S&D, like, when you're getting first blooded 5 maps in a row,
yeah,
you're kind of chalked. Like, you're not like trying to break in bottom A, get fried out, then you go right side, get fried out again.
yeah,
Like, you're just losing full when you're down 3-4. Like, I don't know what it is with players, but when you're instantly down 3-4, whatever, 2-4, like, you gotta put something together. You guys gotta start stacking. You guys gotta start doing something. It depends if you're on defense or offense, you know what I mean? But like, you go down, then you lose composure. You're not doing nothing. Then yeah, LA Thieves just worked them. They couldn't do much on the S&D. They couldn't get set up. They couldn't have routes.
Yeah.
Chalk it up.
It is crazy to see map 3, the control 2-2 tug of war match, but the Thieves take the W.
Yep.
Hydra closes out with a 9,154 damage series, but
huge.
NYSL still go home. I think that's actually crazy.
But you also got to look at that, right? You got to say, okay, he's frying, right? Is it enough to win a match?
Yeah, well, and I need the scoreboard. I wonder how the rest of the team was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It is enough sometimes, but it's also team plays. Like, you could go out and fry, 2 people could still lose.
Yeah.
It's just working together and getting the objective down. That's the only thing that people lose sight of sometimes, is it's always an objective game. Like, you got to go for it. I still can't believe that they lost to being the hot team from Major 1 still at the top. And I mean, for, overall league points, I'm pretty sure, like right now anyway, they're still at the top. It'll be pretty damn close whenever the major's over. 3-0 for LA Thieves. Another one that is back-to-back now. That is 2 3-0s in a row for LA Thieves.
Yep.
And we move on to day 3 with Boston Breach versus LAG. Pretty quick match, actually.
Quick match.
Boston just kind of having their way.
I said it, though. I tweeted, they're hanging on by a thread. They play a fucking real team and losers. They're going home, dude. They're going home.
And
beat the traffic, boys.
I don't know. I mean, Boston having that first one on day 1 where we thought they were shaky, and then from then on just completely stepping up. It was crazy.
It wasn't really close first map, though.
Yeah, but then, the skunk, like day 1 and for this day? It was
yeah,
close.
day 3, Boston versus LAG.
Yeah, map 1 though, it should be, because LAG is a very good hardpoint. But still, I mean, if you have slayers like Big Weight coming in and just slaying, I mean,
even Nero.
Yeah, Nero. I mean, really,
and then Zinni with that 2-piece to close it out. Oh my god!
Really,
I know
of Boston.
When we were watching, we were freaking.
Yeah, all of Boston has their moments. It's actually a solid team. I don't really have a whole lot. I didn't see that match for Boston and LA, or I did, but there was not a whole lot to take, really. I mean, it was Boston's all the way.
No, it wasn't. No, but the one thing I will say about that is Boston was getting out fried and control. They stayed back, waited for fucking defense, and closed it out.
Yeah.
That was an amazing play. Amazing play out of Boston there.
Moving into the next one, we have FaZe versus Ultra. Wait, so does that match actually send? Does that send LEG home?
Yeah, LAG's gone.
Yeah,
They were gone.
Shit, I didn't even.
Maybe that's the one I forgot about to send in the chat.
Either that or
Because it said I didn't think I forgot about anybody, but that was a game I didn't want to watch.
yeah, that
'Cause you
was
see,
it,
I got the
because,
Toronto
look,
one.
Well, here's day 3 starting out. Yeah, I was wondering what was up because I was kind
I
of.
knew I forgot one.
Yeah. Oh, so we did actually have. I just wanted to see the
Yeah.
stats. I know we already talked about it, but I just wanted to see the stats on this. Okay, so we do have good shit on putting them in there, Brett. Yeah, so really it was a close matchup, 91, and the lowest is what, 66. But
Yeah,
I mean, you've got a fair balance between these ones. That's the great thing.
I know.
But still,
fair balance. It was a good matchup, but
what do we got here?
LAT was just way better. I don't know what it was. They were way better setups, breaking everything.
Yeah, plus you got this Octane with 2 minutes. You got Kenny with 1:25.
That's where I joined in. Octane was frying.
Yeah, and Draza with 109. So I mean, you have 4 minutes between 3 players and change, and then these guys
Yeah.
they have what, like 3 between 2, 3 and change.
Yeah.
It's just a good thing to have a balance, because the thing about having someone with a high amount of time, if you don't have other teammates without high amount of time, like at least they have a 2
You-
and 2
you gotta-
other ones. You know what I mean?
You got to be willing to trade out.
Yeah, like
you know?
Envoy may only have 28 seconds on the hill, but putting in work. I mean, look at and good, which is always good to
Oh, it's
see.
crazy strat. It's crazy stats from both teams, man. Like it was a good series, but they just couldn't set up. They couldn't do nothing. They were just running around like it's team deathmatch.
Yeah, but anyway, jump back to where we were. I know we kind of got off topic.
Yeah, Ultraverse phase.
Yeah. Now that was
The first map was just a massacre. Like FaZe came out strong. They were moving, set up. They were just out slaying them, winning every rotation on them. But then, we seen a little bit of light. We seen a little bit of light coming. Because Toronto, once they start getting it together, once you get Standy moving, you get Kleenex going, they got Insight, Scrappy's talking his shit, doing his thing. They hold 3 hard points. Pretty much, they were down 120 points, came back, they fell short on it, but
I mean,
like they were on the points. They were not backing down. They weren't doing shit. Like the score, yeah, it says a different
Yeah.
story, but
Yeah. They lost not by 97. They weren't doing bad, but compared to what we're used to seeing, it was
we
considered.
honestly thought like it was going to be a different series. Like
Yeah. I mean, like, compared to what we're seeing, this is bad. Because
That's bad,
Standy's 12-20, Kleenex 15-21, Insight 13-20, Scrap 20-21. I know you guys can't see these stats very well, and like I said earlier, in the future we will get better production here. But FaZe 24-16 from Slasher, which is good. A BZ 2013, Simp 13-16, Celium 25-15. You have one guy that's negative, and everyone else is pulling weight.
pretty much said that's not what we were expecting, but we'll take it. Like they expected to go in and it was going to be a battle to the end, and all of us thought that going into that. Hardpoint Mercado, 2 of the best Mercado hardpoint teams in the game. And the funny thing is, Ultra is number 1 on Mercado in hardpoint.
Yeah,
And FaZe
that's
is
crazy.
second.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like you're going against these 2 juggernaut teams, and it's like it should have been a way better matchup in that hardpoint, but it just wasn't, man. It was like,
You know why, right? You know what it was? It was the man himself, the Cobra, King Cobra, right here. Oh, you can't see it. So just snaking away back
stop,
there.
dude. No, you knew he was nervous. I said that.
Yeah, well, he was getting shot at. I mean, he's playing his life. Hey, like he always says, no freebies.
No, he was snaking on that back yellow car for a minute, like he's psychosis, my guy. He was out there
Oh man,
going crazy.
You can't bring the old guy in this. It was a crazy map. FaZe closed it out the 97 lead, like we said. The SD, that was just a simp show, literally.
It
Just
was
frying
all day.
Uh,
Drops 10 kills
I mean, he was going off.
before he dies.
Was it 10?
Standing with that yeah, he had 10 kill. It was 10-0 before he died. He was top balcony, and Insight killed him.
Nice.
And then that Abizi fucking ninja defuse, man. God damn.
I know, man. That's what I was gonna say. It still kills me every time I think about reading it off this note here. Is Abizi, because he looked like he was gonna challenge it, but he didn't.
Yeah.
And
no, he played smart. He's like, well, we're already up. I think what he's going on in his mind. We're already up. If I get shot off bomb here, then we're gonna go back in. We're gonna be on fucking offense instead of defense. So he's like, I'm gonna go for the bomb defuse, because if you see it, the bomb is covering that whole right side. He just picked it up. It didn't move nothing.
No, I know. Well, yeah,
Scrappy should have moved.
Yeah, Scrap definitely should have moved. I mean, it closed it out, and I could tell after that. It kind of got to Scrap
like I said to you when we were in the party earlier. Usually, Abizi's the guy that re-chows. He doesn't care. He'll jump out and try to fry you. If he loses the gunfight, he loses the gunfight, but usually wins, whatever. I think that's what Scrap was waiting on, for him to jump back out instead of defuse the bomb.
I wonder if you know what that comes down to? Experience. He read it that he was going to read it and reread it a new way. And
it was like a back and forth thing, 100% and 100%.
Yeah, FaZe closed that one out. Then we got the hotel control, moving into that.
Yeah, oh my god.
That was a rough start from both Simp and Scrap. I know Cell popped off. He ended up going on a 6 streak before falling to Scrap's first kill. I think him and Simp were both like 0 and... They were like 0 and 4? 0 and 5, somewhere there.
Simp before he got a kill was 0 and 6.
Yeah, it was a handful of kills, or deaths, I should say, that they had before finally finding a kill.
Yeah, Cell was the only one making moves. Slash was doing his thing, but the two SMG duo,
yeah,
I don't know, they were losing, and then all of a sudden they picked it up. No, they picked it up.
Yeah, Insight, he had that big 3-piece at the end, almost closing it out. He actually almost even had the fourth, man, but they needed that one segment capture. If only the person who was running stairs would have pushed and kept pushing.
Because Insight had that massive 3-piece, but I'll still get mad at Insight. He should have jumped on immediately after that 3-piece. He already knew where he was. He should have jumped on. It didn't matter about that guy who stopped, which did fuck it up if their comms were off. But Insight should have just dove on that point, man. He should have just got on there, got the kill, or even died, because if he died, the other person could have easily, because they were both running in sync.
Yeah, they both just needed that contest for the time. That's what sucks.
Yeah, they would have won that.
Weak from him shooting him. Yeah, Cell's a big problem, I think, for these guys in this series. He just was having his way, always finding head glitches. Like I say, man, he's really good against over-aggressive teams. Yeah, and Cell, I mean, he can work his own angles and ways across the map just to be annoying. Try to draw some attention and let the terrors run in and do their thing, and then possibly
the little terrors
put Slasher in a good position to make a move.
See, that's the thing. You got old Thanos over there. He's holding his angles. He's doing his thing. He doesn't need to do much. He honestly doesn't.
Yeah, one thing that was said before this, everyone always talks about like the caster's curse and jinxing people, and I think that they did, because I don't know if you had heard or not, but whenever they were doing the introductions of the team, they had mentioned FaZe not being that dominant team that just destroys everyone anymore, and they come out and this was, I think, the quickest match of the day. It ended. There was no game 5. Everyone, I think everyone everywhere thought that was crazy.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
What, number 2 seed? Or yeah, Toronto was number 2 going in. I can't remember what FaZe was exactly, but still, just to get walked like that was insane.
Then we got Optic versus Rocker. That was a crazy one.
Quick 3-0 for Rocker. OG.
That's right where I left, right?
Yeah, that was about the time you had headed into work. They really need to work more on holds and breaks and find Afro, because there's so many times that he's just behind someone. Even I saw a couple plays where he was behind Shotzi be running through, and he's right on him. You could see the arrows on the
Yep.
mini map. He had a
He knew where he was running though. They must have watched VOD. Like they put Afro on Shotzi. Okay, just hold him. If you know he's gonna run through bottom embassy, he's gonna come through the glass or break the glass, do something weird, because that's what he does. Shotzi's a weird player to play against. It doesn't matter who you are in the league, he's weird. You need to get those first bullets on Shotzi, and even at then, he could still manage to weasel that fucking ass out of there.
That's
so you
true.
gotta hit your shots on Shotzi when you're even on Embassy. That's Optic's #1 map on search. And they just waited for Shotzi to run in bottom Embassy like he's been doing all qualifiers.
Very true, very true. They closed this one out, and I mean, it's I pulled this stat up because I wanted to show this one. This was crazy. This match was 1-8, 4-8, 8-8, 3-6 coming out of Optic, Texas for the S&D. That was map 2 against Rocker. Nobody really pulling any weight through the S&D, which is crazy because they were 7-1. This is the second loss, so it was FaZe and Rocker. That's the teams that. So we were right earlier when we were talking about that. FaZe and Rocker is how they have got their 7-2 for the 2 losses. I can't believe it. But Afro he's an S&D player to me anyway. I mean, he's good at respawns too, but S&D, look at him. He's dropping 12-3 with 1,400 damage. I mean, first bloods 3. You know, Attach has 2 as well. He's even
Afro was having their way with him.
I almost wonder, because this is the first time the Optics played Rockers since, you know, the Major 1 business. That
the controversy, the SAE, all scammy. I'll say it right now, scammy.
Yeah, the stuff that went down. I wonder how. I doubt that even bothers this team. I think they just kind of caught off guard. But I wonder if if it
might have been played different if Trump was on there, but
yeah, but I wonder if it gave some fire to Rocker because, you know, they had to deal with all of that shit after, like all of it.
But they even like with that search, they were winning the search. They just something folded, and I said it before, like Illy on the sniper isn't always gonna work. Like they need to change it up, like they did on Mercado. I don't know. It's just
the search though. They were doing okay, but then they came back and Rocker won 5 rounds right in a row. Like that's you can't have that happening at all. I mean, it was a 6-3 closeout. Rocker taking the series. Yeah, for the search anyway. The S&D, I should say, the map. They take it for 6-3, but they end up actually taking the series 3-0 as well, which is another 3-0 for the day. Back to back 3-0s. 3-0s all day, which is crazy.
Then Ultra plays FaZe, or not FaZe, sorry, LA Thieves.
Yeah.
The red.
I know, dude. I hate how teams. I really wish teams, whenever they started this league, I know it was a while ago.
I know,
but I wish
Minnesota,
that they
Toronto,
had different
LAG,
colors.
all purple.
Yes, and there's so
The
many
only
colors
team
out
that's
there.
different is Vegas. Everyone else matches color. Well, Seattle is light blue.
Yeah,
but that's Florida. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, even then they're kind of close. But yeah, Vegas and you said it's just Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, Vegas is the only one that's different.
Because there's so many red teams, and then now we got green teams and purple teams. Change it
it's
up.
Green, purple, red. They don't know what colors they want to use, but.
Jeez. Anyway, next
no,
match.
the LA Thieves versus Ultra.
Mercado HP, map 1.
Yeah, like I've said before, Ultra, they can't hold that P1. They just can't. They always get chalked on it, and then they rotate, and they do better on other hard points. And they're a smart team. They'll chalk it up with 20 seconds left. They don't care. They'll chalk it up. They're a smart team. They'll move on.
Yeah,
but
I wonder if they should keep playing this map, though. I mean, 165 to 250 for the closer. Octane, this is the map that we mentioned.
That was when he was frying. When he was frying.
Well, this is when Scrappy got his 3-piece, shot Octane's body.
Yeah, and shot bodies. This was the game. And no, Scrappy, like, he started off slow. You were talking shit to him. All of a sudden, he started picking it up. And no, Octane had an amazing map. He's honestly, all these games he's had this week, he's been that guy for LA Thieves. Like, he just is.
Yeah, I agree. 31 and 13 coming out of him. 3,100 damage. Scrap 15-23. I did see a clip on Scump's watch party or from Scum's Watch Party that I do agree with, where people love whenever players talk shit and then end up getting shit on.
They love it.
Exactly. They love to see the downfall. Anyway, it's just I don't know. People are weird. But Kenny 1625, from what we've seen from Kenny, that is one person I think, no matter how shaky at times, it's my new favorite word now for this. No matter how shaky at times it seems like he can be, he's gonna bounce back, no matter what.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah,
he loses full sometimes, but he manages to always do his job. Like he's never like an overly flashy player.
Scrap went to fucking challenge Octane and just lost in full.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, Octane, like
but
you said, he's
I will
the human
say,
turd.
watching that,
He's
you guys know I'm a fucking Toronto Ultra Scrappy fanboy, but
Dude,
there's a couple times where Scrappy got him off multiple head glitches where their team was trying to push, and he would gun him because Scrappy would be the first rotation. And see, that's the one thing I feel like they lost on that Mercado hardpoint was Scrappy. They were telling him to rotate. That's not Scrappy's job. Scrappy's the one that, picks up pinches. He, gets his kills, whatever. Standy's usually getting scrap time, stuff like that, but they shouldn't have had Scrappy rotating.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. He's going to win his ones because, LA Thieves, they're a good hardpoint team. They're going to break you regardless. But you have Scrappy rotating just so he wins that one on that rotation. That's one kill. I don't know. It felt weird for me watching the map.
But even when he got knocked off, Octane got knocked off, his head glitches, he still rechalled and then popped off. So.
No, exactly. Yeah.
His aim was just on point.
And I mean, like they say, you shoot bodies, you get bodies. So far, that has happened to pretty much everyone that has shot bodies.
Other than when Scrappy was shooting Joey Deceive's body.
Moving into S&D, though, this was interesting. Thieves just ran through him. Draza absolutely popping off 12-2. I mean, he was having his fucking way. No remorse. Standy 2-7. 4-6 out of Clean X, 6-7 from Insight, and 5-7 out of Scrap.
Why was Scrappy on a sniper?
Hey, but like he said before, him or Jamie, either one of them, they'll just, if whoever's feeling it, they're just gonna go with it. And
I get that, but you're wasting talent there.
No, I mean, I think, and maybe it was Insight's call. Maybe he said, "Hey, why don't you run the sniper? I'll run the AR." Yeah, I don't know.
I just feel like it was a bad play call on their part because let Insight sit top bedroom that time, and get his shots, and let Scrappy just move with Standy or something on B, or even cut through mid, hold couches, shit like that, or hold dubs. But with Scrappy top bedroom, you're losing the momentum with Scrappy on him on a sniper. That's how I looked at it. Like it's just it's a bad move.
I actually agree because you're right with Insight. I think this actually may come in with experience a little bit. Insight's been in the league and he knows if a player ran there, he's probably maybe gonna peek it again. Especially in this game, you hear everything, and you saw that last kill. Scrap whipped out the pistol right when the guy walked into his scope.
Yep.
And it was the worst time.
I'm not gonna lie, Scrappy could probably get the job done with a sniper, but playing LA Thieves, that's not the time to do it. Especially on a hotel. Like you're playing Embassy or something, maybe throw Scrappy on a sniper. It'd be like Illy giving the sniper to Dashy. Like you're losing talent there.
Yeah, even though Dashy can hit crazy snipes. Yes.
Crazy. And Scrappy hit that nasty quickscope when I talk shit about when I seen him with a sniper. He did pop off and get that quickscope. Going to Standy, he was 0-5? He didn't even show up for the S&D.
He finished 2-7.
He almost clutched it up though when they planted B there.
He died first 3 times.
Because those are the only kills he got when he planted.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said before, I think if Standy is moving in the S&D and doing his thing, then they can actually make some shit go down like crazy fast. But in this matter, with the gunny from Thieves, like they were just hitting shots. Like I said, Draza just going in, all of them pulling weight. Kenny maybe -2, but Draza's got enough kills to.
But even with the Thieves, they're back at it with getting first bloods other than one round.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Like,
I did. Yeah,
you got to stop that.
Look
Like,
at that. That's crazy.
you just got to stop that, man. Like, you can't let LA Thieves get first blood on you every time in search. That's how they're going to win. They're not an amazing search team. Toronto's a better search team than they are. At the end of the day, they just are.
Yeah, I do think Thieves are just a great team. Like they both are really, but Thieves, if they're gonna get aggressive and commit to something, they do it. Like
They're way better aggressive on search.
No one second guesses. Like if we say we're hitting this, they're hitting this. You know what I mean? That's
exactly.
That's what it seems
should
like
be.
anyway.
How it should be, but they slow down.
Yeah.
And then the control, crazy control, because like Ultra should have won that first round, because like I said, that point one, and then all of a sudden they broke it like they do, LA Thieves fashion, and then they held them off. They were just running into headshots. They're just fucking getting beamed through kitchen, getting beamed through top stairs, getting beamed from rugs. They were just getting beamed everywhere after they broke it. LA Thieves was just cooking them on that first point.
Yeah, it was crazy. Thieves ended up taking this series 3-0. That was their third 3-0 for the day.
Third 3-0, 9-0.
9-0. Absolutely frying. They're looking pretty good going into championship Sunday. But the last match of the day, I didn't even take notes on this. This is how crazy this match is.
I did take notes.
Now, Cody, I know you're at work, man.
Yeah, I left last minute. Yeah.
This was the best hard point series I've watched in the past 4 years. Yeah, I was standing up freaking.
This is how crazy it was.
Well, I see off the scoreboard that it was fucking neck and neck.
Yeah, dude, if you had wireless earbuds in at work, even without seeing the game, and you were just listening, you would be shitting your pants. I mean, I'm not even joking. This was the match of the year. No joke. I mean, to start it off, Shotzi drops a three-piece, and then later on, Vivid pops a three-piece.
Then it was Hoop dropping a three-piece.
Yeah, Kyler comes in with a three-piece.
It was three-piece centrals all around both
Doubles,
teams.
Just neck
Message
and neck.
got a crazy two-piece. It was
neck and neck.
It was all two-piece, three-piece. Fucking, it was going crazy. And then it just came down to that last point. It came down to that last point.
It was really good though to see, like, even though this was an opening one. Before we talk about that last point, because that last point was just that should have been, like I said, that should have been the last match.
We were freaking.
It should have been the last match.
Yeah, that should have been game. Yeah.
See both fans from the Green Wall and Boston.
Oh, the crowd was going crazy.
Like they were doing what they had done last year's champs. They've probably done it since then, but I know it was like more of a moment to remember then. Whenever they're cheering for the one team and they followed up with the other team's chant, it was pretty cool to see.
What I liked about that though, there was no like interruptions. There was no beef. It's let's go Optic, let's go Boston.
Yes.
It was they let them both do their thing, and that's what I like about the COD community. Everyone beefs, but when it comes down to two favorite teams going at it, and at that venue, Optic at any venue is already pulling the most views. But it's Boston's event, and Optic and Boston are both playing. It was crazy. You couldn't even hear the gameplay. They were so loud.
Yeah, nobody beefs out of these two teams anyway.
And then after that hard point, it was just Bruce.
Yeah, dude.
Because Bruce showed out, man. He showed out.
That was insane. That clip of him just going in. I will throw the clip up.
They'll have as best he can. 2 trophy systems working overtime at that point. It's 10 seconds for the win now. Optic Texas. Awakening. Trying to cover the boys. In they go. On the outside. Who wins another one? Nero's in. Nero's in. Is anyone there? Over the top. Oh my God. Dashi crosses him up. They stay alive. Vivid. Oh my. What are we seeing? It's not over yet. Bruce can't get any more. It's 2 seconds for the win. It's the rotation. It's all down to Hook. They've done it.
Him doing that was just fucking wild. I mean, Cody, have you seen that clip or not?
If Bruce didn't, if Bruce did not clutch this, they would have lost that hard point. And then with the whole team transferring to get the next point, there must have been a call out where Bruce is like, nah, a hero can save us type shit. Rotate back to the old.
Yeah. I mean, it was that was just insane to see. Like, holy hell, it's still 248 to 250. I mean, the fact that old hill, the last one ended with both of them being tied. Like, that's what I thought was crazy. Was it rotated to the next hill with
It
both
went
of them.
245, 245.
It was 248, 248 when it rotated to the last hill.
If you look at the mini map, they were all rushing there, and then they all turned around to go get that because they realized, like, oh wait, all we need is like 2 points to win.
He was holding the wall.
Yeah.
Shotzi 40 and 23. I mean, that's insane. He was
Yeah.
moving. It's actually good to see, even just everyone as a whole. Both teams, Boston, they had 2 people dropping 30, almost 3. Same as Optic.
Massive.
They almost had 3 people drop 30. One dropped 40.
Like look at all the stats, man. They were all past 20s.
Exactly. It's really good to see coming these 2 teams. Optic take the first map, Hardpoint, in such a close match.
Great series. Like going into that, you're looking at it like, holy fuck. Like this series, and it was a great series between both teams, even the S&D next. Like,
it's funny to see after they won that. Hitch tweeted to Formal, he keeps rewatching the Hydro clip, smiling at his phone, just coming in and taking over from Big Bruce.
Yeah, well, he's got the blessing from the 2 goats, Formal and Scump, because Formal is kind of like a big brother to him.
Yeah.
And then you got Scump, giving him his blessing.
Passing the torch, yeah.
Hey, Brucey's frying after all that. Like, he knows he's got 2 goats on his shoulders telling him, hey, it's not over. You're good, brother. Don't get in your head.
Yeah,
We've been there. We've done that. You see Formal in those old processes sitting there in the middle of the road, head down. He knows he did wrong, but hey,
that was champs.
Fucking Call of Duty, man. That's Call of Duty, man.
Black Ops 3 champs. I remember that. That was terrible. That was 29 maps, man. Hey, I remember that 29 maps, and they lose because one burst too short. That was insane.
He should have won that gunfight, but no, going into the next map, S&D, Boston was up, then the Optic came in, Illy was just, I don't know what it was, dropped the sniper, put up the fucking TAC 56, and he just went in on him. He just steamrolled him. Illy was having a map after he dropped the sniper, though. But that's what I was going back on is, you got to know when to switch.
Yes.
You got to know when to get off. Nero was the hero, though, for them on that S&D.
Didn't even take too many S&D notes on this, even mentally, because it was just the match, man. I'm telling you, after the first map, I pretty much lost full for the rest of the match. I mean, I know from the scoreboard that they took the 6-4 S&D and 3-1 control, but as for the match, I'm not going to lie, I really didn't take that many notes, even mentally, because I was just entertained. That's the only bad. That is the only bad thing about some of this is I'm not going to lie. If you want to do, say, like a podcast or something, or even content related around some of this stuff, it gets so entertaining at times that you just like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I got to go back, but it's still live. You want to just keep watching and keep going. And
that's why I'm snapping notes off left and right. Even if I have like there's not much to talk about, I try to throw something in there so I have something to talk about. I don't want to have nothing to talk about on a certain map.
Right.
But with that S&D, also I'll finish out with when Illy switched. Both teams were moving on that Fortress S&D, which is a weird pick, Fortress S&D. But I feel like that was a Boston pick because they're good at Fortress. Because you've seen the control, they do their thing on Fortress. I think that's the only team that actually runs Fortress. Optic was just more composed on the S&D because they were down, came back, and they were just winning their ones more than Boston was. Yeah. It's just how it went. And then with the control, we'll touch briefly on that, then we can move on to other things. But the only thing I'll bring up with the control, the first map, Boston should have won that, but because they were up 16-7 or something, all of a sudden they came back, Optic, composed, and Bruce hit that 3-piece on B site, and then it was mirrored. Illy did the same thing, hit the same 3-piece on the same roof, it was crazy to me to think about. So I had to throw that in there. But hey, 6 3-0s in a row today, and we'll see what tomorrow brings us the COD.
That's true. But Boston and home 5th through 6th.
Yeah,
20,000 and 20 CDL points. That is actually, I mean, it sucks because it's the home, but they put on, like we said many times, and we'll probably continue to say. Even everyone was tweeting about it. It was a hell of a match, even though they lost.
100%.
Like,
it was like
losing, they fought. Like they fought. You know what I mean?
oh, and you're going against a team like Optic that is such a juggernaut in the scene, if not the biggest one, regardless, right?
Right.
And you're Boston in your home stadium. You want to put on for your city. I don't know. You couldn't, like, the script writers, I don't know what they were on today, but they need to be fined because too many 3-0s, bro.
Yeah, back to back to back to. It was just it was all 3-0s, wasn't it?
Yeah, every game was a 3-0.
Right. Like,
6 3-0s in a row.
That's crazy. And like we
And
said,
that's got a little ring to it. 6 3-0s in a row, baby. Come on. No, but
and the LA Thieves are on a 9-0 streak for maps. Like that's anyway, moving into Sunday.
I'm glad you pulled that up.
Yeah, tomorrow's schedule. Championship Sunday. We start things off.
What do we got here? What are we looking at here, boys?
This is 1:30 p.m. Eastern time.
What are we looking at this one? Cody, you pick it off here.
What? Phase all day.
Phase all day.
Phase all day. Okay.
What's the series count? How many? What do you got?
What? 3-2.
3-2. Okay.
3-2.
Okay. All right.
That's my bet.
I'm going phase 3.
I'll put a 5
You're going
on it.
phase 3-0.
I think it's me closer than that.
I'm going Minnesota Rocker 3-2.
Minnesota Rocker 3-2. All right. So Optic versus Thieves. Brett, we'll go with you first. Who do you got?
That's one game I'm still thinking about, but the way LA Thieves are playing, but the aggression from Optic, it's a toss-up. I'm going to have to go with the boys in green because, they're my boys. I'm going to go Optic 3-2. I think they're going to be closer games than yesterday. I hope so. It better not be 2-3-0. I'm going to fucking lose it.
Cody.
Optic 3-1 and a slaughter in Surge.
Damn, a slaughter and Surge. That's two strong
That's
teams.
A big one. I'll tip that because
that is. Yo, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first, folks. Slaughter from Optic
and the S&D. But I
we'll
think
we'll see about the hard point. You want to put a 10 on that?
I'm thinking it goes the distance. I'm all about it. Fuck it. Every time two teams play like this, I'm saying it.
You're going with Optic?
It goes definitely. Map 5, round 11. Nah, I don't know.
So we're all going with Optic, huh?
I'm
going. They won that.
I did say if Thieves won that they're winning this major.
Yeah.
But I want the Green Wall to win, obviously. We'll see. Does the Prince destroy the King's Knights because the hand could not? What happens?
I don't know.
We'll. I guess we're gonna have to find out on that one
they
tomorrow.
Could, but I gotta go with Green Wall. The way they're playing, man, they're so aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
And I don't think they're gonna slow down. Like playing LA Thieves in that match, right? Like when they played Toronto. Toronto was a slow team going into that, but then they going into Optic where you got to deal with Shotzi just flying around. Then Hook has his trades, and then you got Illy straight beaming. You got Dashy straight beaming. Like, I don't think Octane's going to be able to carry him through this one. I honestly don't. I think Dashy just outguns Octane all night.
That's interesting. We'll see. I mean, I think it's definitely going to be a great match. We said though, it goes either way any day. You never know.
It's a flip of the switch, and God, boys,
it's interesting always. But I was kind of wondering, what do you guys think about Seth retiring? Scump has finally put down the torch after what 13, 14 years, 15 years, somewhere in there. I mean, I'll never forget because I got into this in 2009 or about, I say 10, we'll say mid-10, started playing in late 2009, early 10, got into all this. And when I first opened the Game Battles website, Scump, rest of Team Leverage were actually the MLG Anaheim
Team Leverage. That's a throwback.
I'll never forget that because I saw Aches standing out. He just looked like a villain the way he was standing there, and Seth with that bright red carrot top. It was interesting. Retiring, what do you think?
Like with Scump retiring, he's always gonna do well. Like he's gonna be that guy, and it's like a part of our childhood is dying. You know what I mean? because we all grew up, we all watched them, we all watched Nate, Scump. Even if you're a pub star, even if you're not competitive, whatever it is,
Right,
you're
'cause-
watching Scump and A-Shot play.
Yeah, because
Those were the pillars of Call of Duty, and that's what pushed this scene to where it is. I don't care what anyone says; they were the ones that pushed it. And even with Nation, he's still pushing the scene. He always is there with his team. He's always doing shit.
Cody, I know you haven't seen a whole lot. You've probably seen a lot of people showing like a lot of support to Scump. I mean, it's crazy to see that one player can get that much attraction from playing a game.
I mean, even the retirement video, it had me feeling emotional. I know Brett lost it in full, but even I was just like, damn, like you could tell people fucking cared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it was. I mean, it was crazy, and
It
the fact that
was
he
emotional
felt bad
for me,
about it.
man. Like,
that's what was kind of like annoying in a way, though. Was like he felt bad about retiring. Like, dude, you owe none of us anything. I mean, it's just
dude, he should have retired, man. Like he says, like, oh no, I owe the Green Wall more. No, you don't. The Green Wall's gonna support you till the day you're fucking running Optic with Hitch. That that's my opinion, but that's off topic. But no, Scump was a pillar to the community. He always will be, and he's still doing his thing. And that's the person that I looked up to a lot. Like, that was my guy. Like, I didn't, like, I was always running snipers and shit, but when I got into competitive COD, like playing GBs, I wanted to run a sub because of Scump. Like, that's where I got my sub mentality.
Right.
Was from Scump. I just wanted to play sub. I was like, I want to be that guy. I want to be him.
Yeah, and I mean,
the aggressor,
Yeah, it's crazy. He's had a long run. I think it was good. I think it's good that he's retired. Like a lot of people said, his watch parties are fucking insane, you guys. I mean, the views,
like he said though, the league is so fast now, and me and DJ, me and you talked about this. Like, the league is moving differently now. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah, like we'll just leave
it's
it at
fast
that.
paced.
It's different. It's
different. It's a different league. It's a different league.
I mean, it is like you said. It is fast paced. Games change so much. Having a 2-year COD, that's what's going to be really interesting.
I'll say one more thing about this topic, and then we can move on. Why is Tom Brady trying to take Scump's fucking thing, bro?
Oh no, he's coming for Scump.
He's trying to pull a Scump on him, huh? Nah, I had to bring that up because someone tweeted that the other day, and I think it was CDL pal. He tweeted it. He's like, "Why is Tom Brady coming for Scump's spot?"
Jeez, that's fucking crazy.
2 GOATs retired the same year. Damn.
Do you think he actually retires out though this time, Brady?
100%. 100%. He's done.
Okay. Do you think Seth would ever come back?
Maybe as a sub.
Do you think we see him as a substitute, like actually get to substitute in a match? He said he's there.
Maybe.
He said in his watch party, he's like, I'm there. And
he always says, he's like, technically I am the sub.
Yeah. He's ready at any time. I mean,
but
it would be good to
go back to the Tom Brady thing. I seen a thing in where he retired. People are taking sand from, and they're selling it for $15,000.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is insane. That's nuts.
And the funny thing is, like, me and Cody, we play GeoGuessr, right? But so they were trying to find the location. Fucking Rainbolt found the location for free for everybody, just to go take sand. So everyone's gathering sand there.
Jeez. That's crazy. Yeah. Hopefully Seth continues to watch parties. Speaking of watch parties, actually, a thing came out, and I forgot to pull up an article link about it, which is fine. We'll just talk about it between us three and see what we think and from what we've seen. But Call of Duty may be renewing their partnership with YouTube.
Yeah, we did forget about that.
Yeah, I think that's actually crazy because
they shouldn't.
COD has always, to me, been... And see, I'm biased a little bit because I spend most of my time on YouTube, personally. And I like it on YouTube better for my benefit. But as a whole, I do think it belongs on Twitch. It's its home.
It's gonna...
I was going to say Twitch is more
personable. It's going to take a huge viewership out of it.
Yeah.
Because Twitch doesn't have copyrights where you can... Like, on Twitch, you can stream CDL and they have no problem with it, nothing.
Yeah, that was
on YouTube.
Watch parties.
Zuma said It was a start whenever the shit was getting started today. He said it's gonna take a toll on everybody, but as long as everyone sticks with us, we're gonna have to crop it. Okay, so they're gonna have to crop out and skip, kind of like a reaction video on YouTube.
Yeah, it's almost like highlights.
They're gonna have to crop it out. Like it's not gonna be the same, man, because at the same time, like it's gonna kill a lot. Like they shouldn't CDL shouldn't be thinking about it, because look at the viewership they're pulling. They're not pulling that viewership on YouTube. They're just not.
No, and I almost wondered if they have the parties, possibly, because you'll get all of the people who do watch parties and their subscribers and their friends and their friends of friends and so on. But
exactly,
if they don't have watch parties and they still have that rule, like you were just talking, then it is going to be very, like, just going to be a hard hit.
It's just going to take a dive on CDL, man. It's just
for the league as a whole, let alone the competitive community. And it sucks because imagine having as much of exposure like they did today. It peaked at a very high number, and take that out and then release ranked play, and instead of enticing people to become more ranked players than casual, you're now releasing it for no reason. It probably won't get any attention, like updates and stuff, because they just want to see content of not competitive. I don't know. It's weird because I know the pro players have always talked about how the devs, they just don't listen, And they don't ask. They don't always ask for their input.
They don't really care.
It doesn't seem like it, And people have said many times that there are people within Infinity Ward that are not fans of competitive COD, maybe saying that it ruined Call of Duty. I don't think so.
It didn't ruin it. Warzone did.
I agree with that. I think having the BR did, because they're just more about it. And I mean, like, I've tried.
And honestly, it ruined a lot of other BRs with Call of Duty coming out with a BR.
It really, BRs in general, like, hit all arena shooters as a whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call of Duty is arena shooter. Overwatch is. Halo is. It hit these games hard because it's the hype train. Everyone's on the
Overwatch doesn't really lose viewership.
No, but I mean, as a whole, from arena shooters, people will watch VRs because there's so much happening.
It's like more entertaining because they're like, oh, my favorite streamer is in a tournament, but they're not pros, they're streamers.
To some, though, it's entertaining. I don't know. I think it does belong on Twitch, but I would be fine with it being on YouTube myself. But maybe that's also because we're not on Twitch. We're on YouTube. That's why it's almost like it's in between. I do agree with Seth, though. If you can have watch parties, then the community can still continue to grow at a faster rate than not having watch parties. But it would still be better on Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, speaking of competitive, rank play's coming out here soon. You guys gonna play?
Yep.
Oh,
you know I am. Come on now.
Yeah. As a game,
10 days.
10 days, really.
Yeah.
I gotta get Cody up to speed yet, because he kind of lost on the map, but he's learning. He's learning. He a little bit of a pub star, but he gonna get it.
I'm fine on search. It's the hard point rotations.
Yeah, man, you got to get him down. And this game has so many.
The thing is with search too, man, you got to know the pinches. You got to know when to, sights lines and shit like that. But no, you're decent at search. I will give you that, as long as you're not using a javelin, because that's not in CDL.
Well, first of all, you tell me to use the javelin to counter them. So
no, when we're playing border, yes, the rank play doesn't mean a lot to me, but I will still be playing it with Cody or Jam or anybody who wants to play. Even like Hunter, he says he wants to get involved because he asked me.
Cody. We're not gonna throw Jim in there.
Whatever. But no, like
leave Jimbo out.
Like Hunter asked me today. He's like, "Is there rank coming out?" Like, yeah. Like, what? We coming back? What's the deal? We're on a comeback?
I don't know, man. I don't think I could. I just don't think I could play it. I always enjoyed watching COD, but as we play COD anymore,
could play, bro. I think you could play.
Maybe, I don't know. Hunter says
we got to give you like a late Christmas gift over here.
No, it's not even that. I could easily just go get it. It's just a matter of like the want to play it. I personally, I'm telling you guys, like ever since I made the switch from arena shooters to survival shooters, like if you played Black Ops 2 ranked, then that
when you're
when you're going for that grind for Masters, you know, or you're on a streak, like just a win streak with your teammates, and say you're already Masters and you're just going on a win streak, that adrenaline in a hardpoint match, and S&D, mainly hardpoint though, because it gets fucking heated. There's nothing like it.
Consistently going.
Yeah, and there's nothing like it. Like that adrenaline, just like you're calling out while simultaneously shooting, stunning, getting the objective, and etc. You know, but then I made the switch to survival, and it's completely different. Like,
you like that a lot more, and I get what you're saying, but you can't be out here telling me you can't just drop into a COD game and not drop numbers.
Yeah, but it's just the want to even play ranked play is what I mean. That's why I said you guys are gonna have
100%, yes, 100%.
Yeah, you know, and always feel free to hit our Discord with any like them ranked play clips. Don't put any pub matches. We don't need to see them. But you can shoot bots and we'll
no pub matches.
But you know, all a good fun. I hope ranked does well. I really do. I know that
and it needs to be a boost for the community, to be honest, because like I said, we got a CDL mosh pit, but you can leave and rejoin anytime you want. Everyone uses weird guns because it's not set up. It's just like a situation of ranked. Like, oh, you watch CDL? Let's put a team deathmatch mode out with the same shit. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. I mean, it is. That's another reason why I can't play, man. It's just weird nowadays. I'm so used to the older ones that were simple and fun.
You can play.
Now you sprint and sprint again. Like I know what it is, the tack sprint, but still, it's just. I had to say it like that just because when someone hears me say it like that, they're gonna be like, "Does he not know what the fuck tack sprint is?" Yes, I know what it is, but still.
Me, you, and Hunter come back. Come on now.
Yeah, see, he hit me with the message too earlier saying that, like I was telling you, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm telling you, that'd be a good matchup. And we got Cody. Well, you and Hunter are ARs, so that might work out good.
I'm the wild card.
The wild.
No, you are wild.
He really is. He really is. Yeah, you
are just wild.
Wild, difficult.
Cody, like I always say to you, like I always bring up them, right? Because we know how each other play. So play with you. You are the wild card.
Wild. Yes. Oh man, that's
like DJ should know already. I'm going for a ninja diffuse just because.
Yeah, that's true. That would be funny to see though in ranked. Really, let me know how the ranked play goes. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I do want to see some clips, so please try to get some clips. Whether
I'd be clipping.
I don't care what it is, really, as long as it's something clip worthy. How about that? If it's clip,
I'd be clipping.
All right, that's good. Next thing that I would say probably is new games coming out, good or bad. That's the only thing. You know what I mean? Because
50-50.
it's got a couple new games coming out actually, and one of them I wanted to talk about here a little bit is called The Day Before. You know, we were just talking about survival games, and like I said, that's my bread and butter right there. The Day Before.
Yep.
What was it? Next month, Cody? It was supposed to drop.
Yeah, it was supposed to drop in March, but
like March 23rd, I think.
But I'm pretty sure they pushed it back to November now?
Yes,
November 23rd.
No, now it's November 10th of 2023.
It was supposed to come out March 1st, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think it was like mid-March, to be honest with you guys. But now it's November 10th of 2023. And I didn't know this. I still can't believe it. But I found this screenshot on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Twitter, when I was scrolling through earlier, trying to find some information about the game of why. Had no idea that this tweet or statement was released by the fans, or not fans, but the creator. It says, "Dear fans, right before the release, Steam blocked our game page at the request of a private individual because of the name The Day Before. As you know, our game was announced in January of 21. At the time of the announcement, the Day Before game trademark was available. After the announcement of the game, the above-mentioned individual filed out an application before us to register the game trademark The Day Before in the United States." It gives a link to go there. Now, what's next for them is, previously, we were not aware of the existence of claims. We found out about this only on January 19th of 2023. So that's not that long ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's kind of shitty. They received the complaint for him from the guy to contact him. And whenever they did, they're trying to solve everything. Just to kind of summarize here, the gameplay that they were going to drop, though, they were going to postpone it. But you said earlier when you first got in that they're going to release it later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thursday, I thought they were going to release new gameplay because it's their rebuttal to everyone saying that the last gameplay trailer they came out with, there was a lot of people being like, oh, this is fake gameplay. And they're like, pretty much, we're going to prove you wrong. And Thursday, they were supposed to drop new gameplay footage.
Jeez, yeah. And see, so as a result of all this misfortune, like that really sucks ass. They made the decision to postpone the game. I mean, less than 2 weeks away from your release, pretty much, and you push it back all year, damn near. I mean, you're at the first, and you're going to go to the 11th, 10 months, whatever. And, like they said, they know people are going to be disappointed, but they do want the best possible release of the game, which I agree with. I do hope, though, that they deliver because we've seen many times people make a promise like that and deliver shit. There's no other way to say it.
I was going to say, look at the games in the last 4 years that dropped early, and you're just like, all right, it was kind of cool, but that was fun for a week. Expectations.
Yeah, and see, that's what I hate about games nowadays is they drop and then they flop. You know what I mean?
Like, even take Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
When it dropped, it was supposed to be fucking just like Wildlands. Nope, they put Gearscore in it. Everyone hated it, and then all of a sudden they had to revamp their game and come out with survival mode, like one-shotting and everything like that. Like, they should have done that from the start.
Yeah, exactly. And
why are you switching it up? Like,
yeah, you're losing a fan base too when you do that because there are people. I mean, I've done it with games.
Ghost Recon Tom Clancy games, like that's what you want,
man. And when you do it to Tom Clancy, especially, like every game I've played since as a kid,
that's just disrespectful.
Dude, every game I played as a kid, Tom Clancy, and it's pretty fucking
like
realistic.
I ain't saying Tom Clancy The Division. No, it's The Division.
Exactly. Yes, and that's what we've always said. It should be like that because it was just not graphic wise. It could be, but as for it, overall result, no. I mean, having gear level in a Tom Clancy game to me is just a dumb idea because
gear level games should be their own games. Why are you ruining games that are already what they are?
So I get what they did with the Division though. They're like, let's try to make this MMO. But if you think about it, it really wasn't even an MMO because you're loading into an instance with 16 other players most of the time.
But that's only when you're in the dark zone, I thought, because I thought you're.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying though. But they try to market it as an MMO, and it's like it's not massive. It's just you're loading into an instant with a couple other guys.
But that's what like going back on the Days Gone or whatever. Like, it's supposed to be open world game.
Yeah, the day before. Days Gone.
The day before.
Game.
Yeah, that's actually a good game.
It is.
But anyways,
very good.
No, but with them, like it's supposed to be. Not MMO based. It's supposed to be, massive map. Every time you load in, you spawn with the same thing, kind of like a DayZ type vibe.
Yeah, it's
an
open world sandbox survival game.
Yeah, and it should be amazing, which it should be. They announced on 2021. 2 years later, they're supposed to drop it. Okay, but now they're pushing it back. Fine, copyright issues, shit like that.
It sucks,
but the gameplay we've seen, it looks great.
Oh, it looks phenomenal.
It does look good, but I'm not going to lie. Like I said earlier when I was talking about survival games, the survival games I've played, sometimes, like, I don't know, it's just whenever we've all said some games come out and they're good for they're good for a minute, good for a week, and then you go back to maybe something old or you get bored. Survival games, if you find a good one, you stick with a good one. And
because they refine it over time, and you're just like, all right, they dialed this game in, and it's going to keep the people here.
And like, you take DayZ and compare it with this game. One thing about DayZ is, hopefully with this game, the developers stay involved. Luckily with DayZ, community modders got involved and saved that fucking game.
Kept that game alive.
They elevated
that's
it.
The one thing.
That's not the game I would play, but
I don't know the company behind the day before, but they're also known to drop off when a game launches. So that's the only thing I was scared about. is them dropping off once the game launches and not giving more content later on.
Right. See, and that's what sucks because that's how like I started playing DayZ in early 2020, about the time when COVID happened. You know, believe it or not.
Oh man, you're a noob to DayZ then, because back when it was an Arma mod.
Right, but I had seen it for years, but I had no way to play it because it wasn't on console up until like apparently 13, I think. Or no, that's when it came out as a whole standalone. I don't even know when it came out on console, but I saw it on console, and I had seen it in the past. And I'm not joking. What made me want it in the past was when I saw a couple people that I used to watch from COD that actually really made me want to get into content. They were playing it, and he had a water bottle and a backpack and a gun, and his buddy was going into a building to loot while being chased by zombies, and it just made me want to play it. But now, you know, you look at like back then or the Arma mod to now, it's way different. They've even got like the newer engine. Now this game's engine will probably definitely beat DayZ's because DayZ's is ran by
it's gonna shit on it. Yeah.
Yes, and this is Unreal 4. Dude, they should have done Unreal 5. That would have been fucking sick. But
remember the game was supposed to.
This game's on.
I guess it was in development like 2 years ago. It was supposed to come out last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, I get it.
They're working with what they had at the time.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be sick either way. Hopefully, I know that as a survival game, if it
should be a great game.
It should be, but if it's not done, you know, because some people are picky. One thing I learned about survival games is, you know, I've always played FPS and third person, but in survival games, like in DayZ, and then you can even do it in Rust probably. I haven't played a whole lot of Rust personally, but the third person peeking, you know, everybody knows about 3-peeking around a corner.
Absolutely. Yeah.
In DayZ, you can completely peek around a whole side of a building, and they won't even see your elbow. And as soon as they come up,
that's the same thing with
Scum.
I was gonna say Scum's the same way. Like if you're gonna play, you play third person, and then when you want to lock in, you go to first person.
Right, but some people like them only servers because then you have to actually see what's in your field of view, and you don't have.
It locks you in, and then it's a little more sweaty that way.
Yeah, it's more immersive and it's better for content, I think, from the people I've seen. But I do think this game's gonna be good. I mean, I just hope.
Yeah.
The only thing I was questioning was when I saw the gun shooting. The gunplay, I hope, is good. I'm kind of curious how that's gonna be.
See, that's one thing me and Brett were watching together, and like I do like how it's not.
There's like true.
There's a lot of sway behind it.
You need to have a shot.
Like your first shot's gonna count, and then your follow-up shots are not gonna be accurate.
And I also like that
true.
Yeah.
The factor of like you have to, you know, loot and stuff like that. I know you guys play DayZ and stuff. I wasn't big in that.
I haven't played it forever.
The way I look at this game, right? I'm gonna get more involved. Like DayZ to me looks boring, it's bland. This game actually, you know, has some vibrance to it. You're in cities, you're looting malls, you're doing things, you have other teams maybe could ambush you.
That's how DayZ is though. You're just looking at graphic wise, but that's how it really is.
No, not just graphic wise. Like I'm saying, like I never played DayZ.
No, I'm talking about when you said DayZ looked bland and boring. Like that's what I mean.
The one thing about DayZ is the map. The map is honestly really fucking big in DayZ.
Huge.
So like the one thing about this game is like you're gonna be more encountered with other teams in this game compared to DayZ. Like you're gonna run into more people more often.
It's gonna be constant because you're gonna be loading into a game. You're gonna have your shit. You're gonna have your hideout, stuff like that, your house.
Yeah.
But say I load in by myself, and I can go off, get supplies for say we play together. I can get shit for us or DJ or whoever. Like you guys are gonna be the survival guys in this. I'm just gonna be the fucking guys. Like I don't give a fuck. Fuck this team.
Brett's the one gonna be putting himself in shitty positions where he's like, "Boys, I got away," and there's a fucking skyscraper.
Yeah, but hold on, I can always get out. I can always get out.
Hey, but here's the thing: we don't know how it's gonna be. I mean, you said,
we don't know how it's
DayZ
gonna
was
play.
a huge map. This could be too, and
I would like to know how the clan / hideout system's gonna work compared to, like, let's say DayZ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm interested in that as well. I mean, if it's like DayZ, then dude, it's gonna be sweaties everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
So you walk out,
you don't
If
know
those
where
kids come into this game, like what
you could be
guys
camped
are
next to
saying,
someone
like,
else in DayZ and not even know it if they're holding down like an NPC building
yeah, that's what I mean. Like
compared to a built base.
and it's crazy though, because time. You could show up 2 minutes before I do, but you hear me running and you're just walking. You stop, close the door, post up, and wait. That's how this is gonna be too. But the thing about this game, Brett, is remember, survival games, you don't respawn with your stuff. You die, they get your shit.
Unless you got a homie close by to grab it.
No, hey.
You respawn back at the base, maybe on the shore.
I was gonna say,
I get you guys.
Style, you on the shore.
You guys be playing the survivals.
You know how crazy it would be though if they did a one life like server or option.
And you out once you're out, you're out.
Yes, like a one life. Like say this server goes.
Oh, if it's like that, nah, I'm clutching up.
No, imagine. Say this server runs month to month, first to first. All right, doesn't matter if there's 31, 30, 28, whatever, and they do a one life.
There's supposed to be way more.
That would be insane.
See, but I feel like if they did it that way, it'd be way more rats playing the game,
dude,
and it would kind of take away. It would take away because then you would have to go in like siege style, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna breach right, you're gonna breach left, and like hopefully we don't get fucking ganked in the back
all day.
Yes and no, but because if there's survival things, sound horn is key. Because how many times, like if you've played DayZ enough, Cody, you're in a building and then you just hear somebody crunching on like an apple or something. You're like, who's eating?
Yeah.
You
exactly.
hear a water bottle cap twist off.
As soon as you hear a fucking vehicle, you're like, oh, now it's time to camp.
Yep, here we go. Try to get eyes on what's coming from them.
Yeah, you get eyes on and you're like, I hope they don't walk in this building, and if they do, I hope it's only one guy.
Yeah.
And then you guys just have me on your team. You guys be like that. I'm like, nah, fuck these pussies.
I do hope this game has a lot of features that DayZ has. If we're going to compare survival games, though, I think out of the whole bunch that already exist, it would be the best because Rust is so fast paced. Like Rust, they do weekly wipes. You spawn, if you don't have a base in 3 hours, just get off.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
otherwise, all the good, like if I don't know if you ever played Rust in full.
I've watched a ton.
So Rust, like the natural caves that form, if you get a cave base, it's fucking done, dude. You're locked fucking in. Even if someone's coming in, you're like, fuck it, boys. Like, we could hold this down for fucking 20 hours if we need to.
Right, you get people camping like oil rig and shit, and they just roll in with full gear MGs. It's go take down Bradley over and over again. It's
so
crazy.
I'm hoping this game they don't do like any kind of survival like base building where you build your own base. I'm hoping it's more you
not
lock
like
down.
No.
No, but I hope they don't go that route. I hope it's more you hold down natural already there.
Yes.
Structures.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like
so you're like, this is a farmhouse. This is my farmhouse. But that's what I'm saying. Like if they were
it's more of like
that's where I want.
It's more like a Walking Dead situation. Like you're not taking over. It's not your place. It's more like you're holding out there. You're doing your thing. That's how.
Does it even have
like people?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like DayZ,
there's a thing where you can customize your shit, but if someone runs you out, then they get your base type shit. So you have to find a new one. So you can customize it all you want. Go out and get supplies for it. But if someone overruns you, you're gonna have to either get out or kill them and move on.
You know what I mean? So that's like other survival games don't do that. It's like, all right, they own a tool kit or whatever, a cabinet, and this is their base until you, let's say, destroy the doors or the walls and get to their tool cabinet.
Yeah, no, it's not like
you
that.
Can't own it. Yeah, it's
just going to be houses and say we link up in a barn one night. We're low. We get in there, we do our thing, and then you can hold it down for days. Get supplies, get your thing. You were always going back to it, get a car, go to the city, get our shit, and then come back. That's how it's supposed to be, anyways. So from what I've heard and read,
like basic style DayZ, like just like tents and crates style.
It's like the zombies too.
Yeah, of course.
More zombie.
Like, do you know if there's? I don't know if you see anything or not. Is there any like So there's no resource gathering to craft.
No, you can craft, yeah.
But I mean, like,
that's what me and Cody were talking about. Cody's just going to be the medic.
But I mean, even like
I'm going to be the
Cody's
medic.
crafter,
I mean building wise, not crafting like medicine.
No. So what you're
you
saying
can build
is like,
that.
but like I think what DJ's saying, like Daisy, you have the option to take a natural structure already in the game and just kind of like fortify it and make it yours.
Yeah. So like,
I don't think you'll be able to like how Scum and Rust is, where you can free build.
Okay. No, it's not like that. It's realistic. Yeah. So, like I said, like you hold up in a barn. Yeah, you guys can hold that.
That's your barn.
But it's not going to be anything
you need a
crazy.
Way to secure it, because if you log out and everything is server based, you know what I mean? Or is it just
no? But that's the thing. It's like when you load in, you're still loaded in to where you spawn, type thing. So you load in. What they'll
probably do is like
solo. You're going to be loaded in on your group save. So you can still gather things for your, say, barn or your house or your fucking bunker, whatever the fuck you're in.
I don't know how they can do that though, because you know what I mean.
Because it'll be like so Daisy, like even like
but
Scum, you put a lock on it, but you put a lock on it, and then that lock you would have tied into your team.
It's not like fortifying your base. It's like because it's not base wise. Daisy is base wise. This is just a whole.
It can be, but
it depends.
So because the way it sounds like to me, like hear me out. The way it sounds like to me is like, from what Brett's saying, it sounded like how the Division, when you're not in the dark zone, you had your hideout. But if it's a massive multiplayer, well, like not even an MMO, you know, say it's an open world survival.
The thing about the hideout is you have to be able to secure the hideout.
But wait, hold on. The Division hideout isn't even around other people. That's what you got to remember. It's not even.
No.
He said if you sign out, it saves your stuff. That's not true, because if it's an online game with a server, you got to leave the shit behind and hope it doesn't.
I was gonna say like it's there 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You
much
hope
how
you don't
it
get
is.
raided.
So, but the question is I wonder how you can fortify shit, because if there's that, you got to have.
There's no fortifying. There's not like a fortifying thing, because you're not going to be able to craft and
you
know like build an extra wall.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say like there might be a way to, let's say, probably like lock windows so you can't.
Yeah, you can do that. They showed it in the one trailer.
Yeah, but it's like basic locks. No, nothing like
basic
like I said,
it's
windows. Like The Walking Dead, bro.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be
busted.
I was gonna say it's gonna be doors of locks. Same thing like every survival game, where you can eventually hit the door, use explosives, whatever you need to do to get through the door. But you could still fortify the one door. You know what I mean? And then sure enough, it'll be like the boys like, yo, we getting raided. If you're free, get the fuck on. Like we're getting raided kind of thing. They're coming through this door.
Right. But
and it's gonna be a focus point. It's not gonna be like, oh, they took down this wall, they just storming in.
Right, but what sucks is if they come on,
because you can hold up in windows.
If they come in when we're off, then it's over. Because the thing about a game like that is they can't the stuff can't really leave with us, because that's where like the Fallout fell into a problem, is they had your campsite would leave with you when you left the multiplayer, and people would spawn in the same server, and like Cody,
I'm hoping I'm hoping it's like I'm hoping it's if you log out, I'm hoping like to be true.
I think that it's going to be like
games,
multiple servers.
Well, of course it's going to be multiple servers, but what I'm hoping is when you log out, it's not your character disappears. I'm hoping it's your character sleeping on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
So even if
you're like, it would suck. See, but that's too cheese to be like, oh, I'm going to carry all my good shit with me when I log out.
But that's if you have the space, you know what I mean? Because then it comes in if like we're building up, you know, and if it's
that's where you're just like, I'm gonna hold my best. I'm gonna hold. Well, it's like fuck it. You can go find food if you know the food spawns, but like you're gonna hold the best weapons on you at all times and just log out. I'm hoping you're asleep and someone can literally pickpocket you and you wake up fucking naked and you're like, damn. We got raided, boys.
That's what I mean. I want it to be as realistic as possible.
If you're asleep too, zombie could eat you at nighttime. You know how many people we find sleeping on the streets? Literally, they just log out, be like, "I give up."
See, like, but
I think
if you're with the boys and you got a house,
what they should do then, if you just don't want them to log out with their best stuff, is just take away the log out. You know what I mean? Like where you can't combat log. Like if you are getting raided. You know, it says like, hey,
the raid blocker.
Yeah, like you can't leave right now. You're like a combat blocker, even.
Yeah.
That way, people don't just go, oh, I'll try to one tap this guy. I miss. I'm leaving. I'll wait 15 minutes, come back. They'll be gone.
Nah, like most games that are coming out, like you get it's like 10 to 20 minutes when you start a raid.
Yeah, which is good. So I mean,
my thing is
that's cool though.
As long as
I think we're just thinking too much about it. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because it's a survival game.
We don't know how the game's actually going to play. We're just going off of speculations. But
yeah, I want it to be storage and lock
I want it to be like realistic. I want it to fucking do well. I want it to, a game that I want to get involved with, because you guys know I'm not into that shit. You guys are more into that. I'm into the competitive aspect of games. But when it comes out, obviously I'm going to be there with the boys.
You can still do competitive.
And I don't give a fuck.
It's just an arena shooter.
Crying at everybody.
So it's going to be like when me and DJ are on, we're going to be survivalist, looking for shit, crafting shit, whatever we need to do, fixing cars. And I can see when DJ gets off, it's me and Brett, and we're going to be like, let's go people hunting. Like,
no. I'm aggressive. If we come across somebody, I'm gonna be aggressive. Like you want to come up to me because it's proximity chat also.
Yeah. That's
so if you come up to me, you start talking shit.
All survival games are
buddy. You better fucking think twice, my guy, because I'm fucking coming at you.
But remember, man, if it's like any of these other survival games, I mean, any of them, like you get fucking like it. It can happen in a second, and there are people out there that make content that have thousands, over 10K hours on these games, and they still get the biggest upsets of all times. Like,
oh no, I 100%. Like, you know me, I'm not scared of dying and shit. It's more of I'm not letting nobody think they're better than me. You could be a YouTuber with fucking 100,000 hours in the game. I don't care. I'm setting up some trap before I go in. I'm doing something and I'm working you.
But as a survival game, you have to work as a team. Otherwise, it's
I was gonna say, I have a feeling Brett's gonna bait me. Brett's gonna fucking bait me, bro.
And that's the bad part.
I don't. The thing is, though, I don't bait anybody. It's more me doing my thing.
He baits the whole team by trying to kill them all by himself. That's the problem. It's gonna kill everyone.
No, in a survival you just hear me go silent. That's where you need to worry, bro.
There are. Not even, man. Like, I'm not joking. You need to watch some of these survival games, man, before you think like it's gonna be like.
No, I know what you're talking.
It's not like it's not like an arena shooter at all. Like, it's crazy.
No, but I'm saying you guys know how to play. You know, I'm still smart on what I do. At the end of the day, I'm still smart.
So you not only have to worry about being gunned, okay? If you don't eat, possibly, if you don't drink.
I get that.
Yeah, but you have to watch that because I mean it affects your player. And there are times I'm not joking.
Not only that,
like I said, I might be dumb.
You could be hiding and start coughing and then give away your position.
Dude, there are times I'm playing Daisy.
Then we rotate.
And
rotate spawns.
No, dude, there are times I'd be playing. I think I'm good, and I'll look down at my health bar, be half. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even notice. I've been starving for the last 15 minutes.
And then it's like you could wait for him to get back to the car and try to ambush him in the car. And next thing you know, you fucking pass out because you haven't eaten anything. You're like, fuck, I missed out on an ambush situation.
No, but see, I mean, it's just like it's gonna be one of them games where you gotta really.
I'm gonna be the house. I'm gonna be the housewife of the Brett. He's just gonna want to kill people. I'm gonna be like,
no, but
hey, babe, I got food for you, bro.
I'm just saying when we're going out and stuff, and we come across people is how I'm saying. I'm not just gonna run at people like PUBG or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with y'all. I'm like, you guys know more than I do, but if someone rolls up on us, I don't give a fuck. I'm lighting the first bullet off.
But
at the same time, when we play enough Ghost Recon, we could easily sneak our way out of that if we needed to.
And the good thing about like bringing that into it is it gets the same feeling like once you get going, once you get more into the survival game and like planning to take over someone else's base or even getting in gunfights, it's better because I know you and I played like 30 minutes of DayZ, and the whole time we were trying to run to each other.
Running simulator.
That's because it was your first time playing, and you, just like everyone else, tried to play.
You gotta fucking fight. You gotta find the homie, and they don't have a car. You're running,
dude,
bro.
No one listens. They spawn in, and they see they don't have a map, and they're like, "Fuck this!" Instantly. I'm not joking. I say you gotta.
Well,
run
I was trying to tell you where I was, and then I got in a fight, and DJ's like, "Don't get in a fight. You have nothing." I was like, "Fuck this kid, bro. Run out with a stick."
You gotta hide, find a weapon, find the cross streets, tell your homie the cross streets so they can look it up.
I was trying to tell him. He didn't know what the fuck it was.
No,
it's all in Russian in DayZ.
Dude, he didn't. Like, I kept telling him blue sign. He's like, "There's no blue sign." I was like, "On the main road." I kept telling our other pilots, and it just didn't work. But
well,
either
it doesn't
way,
help DayZ's all in fucking Russian, so you're trying to like read Russian alphabet to your homie, and they're like, "Bro, what
I
the
played
fuck
enough
are you talking
GeoGuessr.
about?"
I know exactly the location I should have been in. He didn't listen.
No. But it actually like the map is big enough that they could have a GeoGuessr for it on DayZ. But
yeah, absolutely.
As for the day before, I really hope that it does. I mean, it sucks. We still gotta wait.
Yeah.
You know, I was hoping for 2 weeks, man, because I need a game. I need a game to play.
No, we need a game to play. Like, I know I'm getting ranked play here soon in COD, but like, I need a game other than COD or other than Overwatch or Poker Club or NHL. Those games are games you hop on. You have a couple games, you're doing fine. But I want a game that I can hop into and I can just do my thing, vibe. Yeah. Like, that's why I'm waiting for the next Elder Scrolls. Like, those are games I like to play. Well, like role-playing games. We haven't had a good role-playing game. We haven't had a good multiplayer game in years. Like, those are the games we're waiting for. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have a good, solid game where we can hop in. Even like when fucking back on right when Xbox One came out, like playing Need for Speed with DJ. Like, we were doing fucking routes and shit. Like, that was fun.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. And I don't even play racing games.
Yeah, that's just like a hop-on game.
We've seen your driving skills.
Yeah, man. I know. He's telling me about the Mafia, watching it.
Yeah.
No, I was telling Cody, yeah, I'm watching my TV show. He's like, what TV show? I was like, I'm watching DJ's video.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
I'll watch like 2 or 3 videos.
And I was I'm already invested. I was telling Cody, like, nah, dude, Frank's a rat, bro. Frank's a rat.
Yeah, man, he is. I was like, fucking Frank should have capped him right at the house. It was but it really is a good game. I mean, all of them. But I do agree with you on. I just want a good game because the last.
Yeah, I need a decent game lately.
The last couple years has just been a struggle, and then the ones that do come out. I mean, you know, Cody, I know you downloaded a couple. Exactly. Yeah. You know, I was gonna say you've seen on PC because Brett, you're still on console, obviously, but being on PC, you see a lot of early access games, and even more now on Xbox and PlayStation or consoles in general.
In the last 2 years alone, the early release has been going to Xbox a lot. I'll say that.
And just in general, in the last 10 years, it's spiked all around. I mean, stupid huge.
I was like, you get so much more on PC with the early access. So that's what I think, like, the days before or whatever the fuck they're about to call it. You know, they obviously are going to have to change the name. Possibly, but I have a feeling it's going to go PC first as an alpha early release. You know what I mean? And like, it sucks to say, Brett, but like me and DJ are gonna fucking be playing it first because we have PCs. But you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, fuck you guys.
We're gonna have to chip in and get Brett something decent. You know?
He got his own money.
But still, like,
I'm cheap.
But it's most likely gonna go early access because the reason why games go early access is so they can play and grab all the errors and information from when like crashes and shit. So
the one thing I'll say about that game, like you're saying, you know, it's coming out on Steam first. It was already supposed to come out on Steam first, but they switched it so it releases on all like new gen consoles, and then the old gens get it without Unreal Engine, so they don't get all the shit we do.
I gotcha.
So it's all going to be based around like, so it's cross-platform, cross-play, but the only people that can run Unreal Engine 5 is Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. So we'll all be able to play together when it drops.
Are you sure?
Supposed to release it on Xbox Series X, PS5, and PC all at the same time, and then Xbox One and PS4 are going to get it later on.
As long as we get the damn
but
game.
with all these pushbacks, bro,
we just need it at this point.
I'm not even like focused on it really. Like, it's gonna, like, all the clips we've seen, all the trailers, all, you know, the talks on Twitter, everything. Like, I don't know. I'm tossed between it. Like, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be shit? Is it gonna be a mid game?
I kind of wonder. I just hope that it does get released regardless of the name. I do think that it sucks for marketing for them guys, but that's if the person that did the complaint even gets the trademark. I read that somewhere that he may not, but they also may not. So you never know. I wonder though if it's going to be played like World War Z. I don't know if you guys have played that, but it looks similar in a way, even the way like the guns were played. I played it long ago, but it had a health bar instead of the realistic. And I wonder sometimes if that's the way that this game might go, is if there's a health bar and at least, you're tagging someone, it's going down, but it won't be gear based. And it could be because survival games they are.
No,
there's no level, but it is based by like if you have a plate or if you just have clothing.
The level of the gear.
That happens, though. That's realistic.
Yeah, that's true. But
so obviously you have like level 3 body armor and you're in a fucking juggernaut suit. Yeah, you're gonna take more rounds, but I'm hoping it's not like division gear score where it's like my gear's higher.
And then you're in a juggernaut suit and he comes running across a field in a corn maze and I just fuck you up because I'm an animal.
I don't want to shoot you and get purple hit markers until your armor breaks and then I got to kill you. You know what I mean? Like just because you got some level 3 tank shit, I want it to be like maybe you take 2 more bullets than a standard plate because you got a jug, and 1 bullet if somebody's wearing like a hoodie or a basic ass t-shirt.
Yeah,
pinning the area, of course. If it's like in the stomach or something, maybe it just uncones them.
If I'm in that aspect, bleed. I got nothing. I'm sneaking, bro. You are not finding me. I'll hide in the back of a truck and watch you loot that whole building and take all the shit I needed. But I'm letting you know I'm stealing those tires off your car because I know my job. I told Cody, you're going to fly a tire. That's my job. No one's taking it.
Brett's got to change the tires.
And as you can see from this picture too, like on the screen, we're out of the city here. So there's not only like you guys said, more chance of encountering people.
No, it's a major map, bro. There's multiple cities and multiple roads and multiple woods and
right. So they say
that's going to be a big map.
As you were maybe talking earlier, it may not be as heavy combat until people migrate there. That's the thing about like survival games.
But the thing is, that's why I like it, because in the trailer you'll see they're looting a house and all of a sudden another team just rolls up on it.
Yes, that's
like they're not even. That's one thing. If we're in a house and we're looting, you already know I'm out the back door. I'm gone. See ya. You looting motherfuckers, I'm out of there.
Y'all still looting?
No, but that's one aspect I like about the game. Like, you could be looting anything, and then another team rolls up on you, but you never know, right? Because I want it to be like that. Like aggressive, but mid-aggressive. Like any team can roll up on you at any time, do things. That's what I want.
That's how survivals be. And if you start shooting and 2 other teams are within the distance, they may come over and see what's up.
Like, oh wait, someone's letting shots off to our left. Let's go investigate. Maybe not get involved, but
I'm not joking. That is one thing about a survival game that is actually like really fun. Is you'll just be playing and you'll hear like a crazy unload of fire and then just pure silence for 2 hours and then maybe a couple singles here and there. I'm not joking. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
PvP running across the road.
And
where's the gunshots coming from, please?
I do hope. One thing I always think survival games should have. Now I know, like community servers have made changes to where they have name tags.
Well, they bend the rules. In
community
servers,
but I want the ability to keep like your anonymity. You don't know who I am. Your ID stays hidden.
No, that's how it is. That's how it is. The only people that know who you are the people in your group.
And that's
so I'll be able to say uncle above your head faintly, and I'll be able to see.
Are they adding a group?
Cody's little girl above his head, but that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie though, I actually like it better when there's no group system and you have to know what your teammates are wearing.
No, 100%. I like it like that too.
Because sometimes I've had in the past, where names, and you can change like the opacity of it to where it's more transparent.
But it'll overlay with the guy behind them, and you don't know, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I've had it
like if Cody scares me, I'm blasting him.
Yeah, and one thing that was a big one. One time,
I have to lay him down, bandage his leg up because I missed my shot.
Well, and you didn't see the name.
No, but I want it like that too in this game. I know we're saying what we want in the game, but I want it like that. Like say Cody's hurt and he can't walk, and DJ, you're fucking on a car gunning the other team or fighting zombies or something, I gotta fucking drag them or you drag them or whatever situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've just
But
make it to where he's got a
that's
limp
really
advantage.
out there.
Yeah, see, because I don't think actually cars are going to be as common as like. I mean, I know there's a screenshot with
because
cars.
you gotta build your car technically.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the same as like how DayZ and all of them.
That's my job. We're not worried about that. I got that. Right? You guys go loot for shit.
Cars are
like
cars
Cody
are
Craft.
Cars are dangerous because
they are dangerous. They
can
be
fucking shot if they take out the driver.
But also,
you're done.
Walking a lot kills you.
Well, it's just you got to maintain. I mean, you got to take breaks. You got to eat. You got to drink. You know.
But you also got to know. Oh, we're walking down this road forever. Is there going to be a gas station? Is there going to be a house? Like, is there going to be people at this house?
That's the thing. You just got to post up. Like that's
exactly
survival.
That's what I wanted to see in the game. But we don't know how the game's going to perform when it comes out, or even if it's going to come out this year. But it'll be a good game for all of us to, get involved with. It'll be a fun game to play.
Yeah, I do look forward to it for sure. We'll go ahead and switch it up here. Enough on that one. Is not going to really talk a whole lot about it because I know a lot of people have.
Oh no, we can talk about it.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people have had some stuff to say behind it. I really haven't dove that much into it. So Hogwarts Legacy coming out. What it is this?
It's coming out March.
March?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So next month, I mean, comes out. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I do like the idea. From what I've seen, I don't know. Steam said it was multiplayer, and then other stuff said it was not multiplayer.
No, it's not multiplayer.
I think it should definitely have a fucking multiplayer. I mean, I think it'll be a great immersive single player game, 100%, and that is probably their goal.
But how I look at it, like you're putting multiplayer into a game that should not be multiplayer. It's the same thing with like Fallout, right? Like they came out with Fallout 76 and it tanked, dude. Like you're wasting resources on a game that should not be multiplayer because Fallout was a decent series when it came out. So if this game goes multiplayer somewhere down the line, it'll be fun for the nerds that play Hogwarts Legacy and they know Harry Potter and shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll probably buy the game, I'll probably play it because if it's just like a role-playing game, you pick your factions. I don't know what they call it in Harry Potter.
Yeah, you'll get into your houses. You have
whatever.
Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and you can even go to classes. Like that's sick.
Yeah, but the thing is, every action you do in that game,
like a cause and effect,
goes on your resume type shit. So if you're a fucking dickhead, you might get kicked out of the whole school.
Oh, so you're actually like the Dark Wizard.
Yeah, like everything resembles.
You could be the villain.
If you're beating kids up in the hallways when you're beefing with them, then you could easily get kicked out, or you could get dropped down. You could get fucked. You could go on your own journey. You can fucking go see other people around the map, and you could be good or whatever, bad. You're gonna have a main campaign, obviously, and side missions, but it all resembles your character, kind of like a Cyberpunk does.
True. I really do like games where choices matter though, because mini endings. You remember that game we played a long time ago, that multiplayer game, A Way Out? You escape from the prison, the multiplayer game.
Yeah,
bro, I tried to play that game and I didn't know how to think about it.
I'll play it with you, Cody.
It was
I played it with Jim,
so much.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
It was kind of fun. I mean, it's kind of like out of scripted games, like it leads you pretty much the way that you got to go. You just choose out of the choices, laid it and beat it. Pretty sure he killed me. We chose by letting you win because we wanted to see what happened, and it was
letting you win. Oh, we
did because we said we'd do both endings, but we didn't. We never recorded it.
Yeah,
it was a good game though, but it was I don't know, out of a choices matter game, it's not really like a top one to compare it with, but I do like that idea.
But with Hogwarts, it's like everything you do resembles your character. Like you don't go to class, or you don't do this, you're gonna miss out on this spell. You're gonna miss out on that, or you're gonna miss on this or that. You know what I mean? Like that's how the game's supposed to work.
It's like I don't know if you guys ever played Mass Effect, but it's like depending on the side missions you ever played, there's like 10 different fucking endings of the goddamn game. Yeah.
Exactly.
See, that's where I compare it to Cyberpunk, because there's
what, 6
almost
or
9
8
different
in Cyberpunk?
endings
All right, yeah.
to Cyberpunk, but mostly people, when they play it, they only get 1 or 2. Like there's a whole,
they're mostly knocking out main shit.
There's a whole side mission, and after you beat Adam Smasher and you go through all the shit, there's a whole thing. If you don't answer Jackie in the one call, then you do it by yourself, and then there's a scene where you die technically, but then all of a sudden you're in a space prison, and no one ever gets that. But I got it. I beat the game probably 5 times, but that's one game where you don't know where your choices are going to take you. And I like those games. So whatever choices you make is the end of the game. Then you look it up and like, oh, I beat the game. Technically you didn't, because there's a million different fucking endings. So
Right. But I mean, dude, like this game, just think about you guys see
it looks amazing.
You guys see this picture here? Look at the dining hall picture that they got going there. And if you're all
Yeah, it
sitting at
looks
the
amazing.
tables, like just imagine multiplayer, and you're
Good fights.
Yeah, like say if we're all in 2 different houses or 3 different houses, we're all in each different one, and you're just like throwing food or some shit, or just
No, the thing is, you can do that.
chat.
It's kind of like a bully aspect.
But
you
I
can
mean,
beat
imagine
the
like,
fucking enemy
but I
you
mean,
see.
imagine if it was multiplayer. Like us that were playing,
honestly,
it'd
what
be
Brett
sick.
said, what Brett said was a good analogy, like the bully aspect.
Yeah, no, it is,
You can kind of
because we
bend
were talking
It's
about
like
where
the
he goes,
school
yeah.
aspect. You could
Yeah.
legit go and fuck
That's-
somebody up if you really wanted to.
That's why I wanted to be multiplayer those, because imagine like us 3 in 3 different houses, and we're sitting at the table having a food fight. You know what I mean?
Nah,
It's
you
like,
already know I'm starting a beef.
dude whips out his
We're
phone and
beefing.
starts casting spells. It's like
Brett
what the hell?
bust out the spork. He's like, let's go, boys.
Y'all don't want the smoke, bro.
Yo, he's
No,
over
but
there just, like,
it would be a
throwing
cool
knives with his
aspect.
wand.
Oh, bro, I would be.
Just
I'd be throwing
flicking 'em.
fists. No, fuck the one, bro. I'm coming over and smacking your mouth.
No, see, you're a wizard. You got to cast the spells.
Nah.
Yeah,
See, that's where
he's
wizards are weak,
the-
bro.
The Guardian Levinosa, and he's smacking us with plates and shit with it.
I'm
he's-
coming over and fucking just mollywopping you with an
He's the,
uppercut from the ground up,
He's the
bud.
wizard that
What you
broke his
talking about?
wand. Snapped it.
I'll break my wand over your face.
This quality though of this game, I mean, it looks
No,
insane.
yeah, it's wild. I seen a bunch of people that got like a little bit of early access on it, and it goes crazy, man. Like the graphics, how big the world is, because you can hop on your broom and you can legit fly to every location that you see. It's not like you don't get a
Like
barrier on this map.
Yeah, can't go past that. Gotta be, yeah. That's actually pretty cool.
The one thing I'm kind of excited about this, with all the mountains and stuff, might make a comeback with photography.
Yeah, I think
If
it
they
would
have
be
a photo
Like
mode.
a photo editor mode kind of thing.
If they have it, I might make a comeback. I retired last year, but I might have to make a comeback because
I think
new
that'd be
game.
good.
But
I mean, from what I've seen, and I know like right now, obviously the some of these pictures that I'm putting up, it's not the best because they're scaled down to this little box, but I think it's gonna be a great one for pictures. I mean, really, just even the cinematics alone, you could get some nice screenshots. I know you maybe not want them, you probably want your own, which is obviously good, but still, just to have and take.
I mean,
Yeah.
the last game I feel like we had good screenshots for was probably like in the last, we'll say like 4 or 5 years.
What, Red
To
Dead
be honest,
2?
I was gonna say Red Dead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, I guess Cyberpunk, but I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna personally say Red Dead better, but
Yeah.
because
Nah.
that's if you know how to take photographs. Red Dead is the scenery is so beautiful, you can almost be.
It is amazing. Okay,
You know what I mean?
I'm taking this from like my point of view.
Yeah,
like
you're somebody with experience who's done it for a while, but like say somebody who's fresh into the game, some kid, and he's like, oh, photo mode. He has a better chance of getting
it's
really
easy to hop on that shit.
yeah, get a really, really good photo by chance. You know what I mean? Or just somebody who could be fucking good at it. But
Like even the edits I've made on Red Dead, like they go hard, but like
yeah,
I didn't feel a passion with Red Dead. I feel like it's too bland for me
yeah,
because I'm more of like I out there photographer. Like I do shit out the norm. Like I was the first person on GTA to do scenery and shit. But with Red Dead, when I was doing scenery, everyone was doing scenery. You know what I mean? Like it's so
Yeah.
open.
Cyberpunk.
No, like, In Cyberpunk, you actually move your character around in the camera mode. So when you click camera mode in Cyberpunk, you can move your character around. You make him sit on a car. You can make him move. You can do this. You can do that. But there's no
That's
rotation
true, yeah.
to make it 16:9 whatever 16:9 vertical. It was always fucking portrait. So, or sorry, landscape.
Yeah, the few videos that you made of some of them, you know, the little like montages of some of the photos that you had, those were actually pretty good. I'm really, even with a 16:9 and what, editing on your phone.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
So I mean, that's pretty good. But I do hope that it does have a photo mode, because I personally like just to take some for myself, just for fun, as something to do when I'm bored. I hope the game's good. I do know, like I said at the beginning, there's a lot of shit going on with this game. People are getting pretty wild and pissy.
See, like I say, like, is it going to be one of those games that's overhyped and it tanks?
I don't know. And does it? You know, I wondered every game nowadays, do they keep up, like, and maintain it, update wise, patches?
Yeah, exactly.
All of that.
That's what comes down to having a good game. Like, that's what happened with Cyberpunk. It came out, it was decent, but it wasn't. It was too many bugs, too many shit. And then they fixed it, and it was good. Everything's running great now. But you need to come out with a solid product, then.
Well, with Cyberpunk 2 is like after Edge Runners, they got that huge fucking fan base.
It was the most fucking bought game on Xbox Store, PlayStation, and Steam at the time when Edge Runners came out.
Yeah, see, so that's insane. And I mean, but
they played it smart though. They need to make
it even had though a fuck ton of bugs. I mean, people were shitting on that game when it came out.
I still, even though I had bugs, still loved it. Don't care,
bro. Same with me, Cody. Same with me, because I was playing on Xbox One with not the best graphics, but it's still probably my top 3 game. Like it, I love that game. I absolutely love it. Everything about it.
Well, speaking of Cyberpunk, it actually, you guys, since we aren't really done, we still have some time left we can kill up. What have you been playing as of late, you know? Anything good? At all?
The
like,
first God of War.
Even if it's, I would say, even if it's
well,
not
the new,
up to date.
The new God of War.
The new
one. Yeah,
the
new, not the newest, not Ragnarok, the last one, because that's all they have for PC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that one, bro, I'm like emotionally invested in that game right now.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I know all of the God of Wars that I have played in the past, they are.
Well, it's more, it's no more the hack and slash. It's more strategic. Like I'm gonna like Dark Souls. You know what I mean? Like, because I've been playing it on hard. So like when you beat a boss, you're like, fuck, dude, finally, the fucking 15 tries later, like,
yeah,
you gotta dodge. It's not just button spamming.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Lost you there for a second. I'm not sure what happened either, but I don't know if you had heard me ask, have you been playing anything as of late either? Cody's said he's been playing God of War.
Yeah, Cody has been, yep.
One thing I do think about God of War is like the scenes in them, they're always insane.
Amazing.
The seamlessness
between
cut screens and fucking gameplay is
cutscenes.
Phenomenal. Yeah, whatever, dude. I've been drinking. Fuck off. But
he's on his ass.
It's so seamless, like when you're going from a cutscene to a fucking jumping right back into a fight, where I'm like, damn, like it keeps you more attached to the game than being like, oh, whatever, it's just a fucking cutscene and you're just kind of sitting back.
Yeah, merges
like you might hop back right into it where you're like, fuck, dude, like, oh shit, like.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, seamless as fuck. That's the best way to describe it, really, because you know there are games where they do like the whole fade or the transition completely.
Well, it's not. You can see like the graphic difference in some games where you're like, oh, like I would even say like the new Modern Warfare, like Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. Like when the cutscene comes on, you're like, oh, that's a fucking cutscene. Like screen. Jesus fuck right now. But like literally when you're playing the game, you're like, oh, I'm playing the game. So when it's seamless back to back, you're like, oh shit, like that was so clean, like holy fuck, I'm back playing, like I didn't expect that to happen kind of thing. I appreciate that more in games now compared to just being like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna sit back, fucking grab a drink, you know, fucking relax, send some text out while I'm watching this kind of thing. Yeah. So it's the unexpectedness of being back in the game or having to kind of like that Resident Evil where you're like, you got to hit a button in a certain sequence at a time watching it, where you're like, fuck, I have to pay attention. Like,
like Red 6, Red 6 when I was playing it. Yeah. It's and, it's not even always hard, but you just got to pay attention. Like you said, you got to be there.
Well, yeah, it's like you got to be proactively watching what you're doing.
Yeah, and some of them, dude, I mean, I actually probably should try God of War sometime. I mean, I've watched some stuff on it. I remember watching one of my buddies play a long time ago. I watched him play the second one all the way through, and that's what made me actually think like highly of the game series as a whole. But Brett, anything you've been playing lately or are thinking about?
Playing a lot of NHL lately. So I like playing NHL, because I'm back with the old boys I used to play with. So good squad to hop on with. No, I think the major game I've been playing lately, I reinstalled it, is Riders Republic.
Really?
I played it with them. Yeah,
nice.
Me and Cody played a bit, but
my Xbox.
No, DJ, you gotta hop on with us. Hop on some Riders Republic.
I think
the BMX. Brett didn't tell me I had to pay for the BMX
shit now, so
bundle, but
Yeah, it's
well.
good.
DJ already knows I'm fucking insane on the trick. Like it's crazy, but no, Riders Republic. I was watching a couple videos on TikTok and Instagram and shit, and I don't know. I got back into it. I've just been shredding, because the BMX, they have a million things implemented. They're updating it like almost every month. And then another game, which, hey, don't lose your chair here, boys. I was playing a couple of Apex matches. So I've been out here. Okay. I got one solo dub.
Nice.
But I'm not a big guy in it. But the thing is, the game is so different with Apex now. So when I was playing, I was like, I'm just gonna, stick to my thing, Wraith, do my thing. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy like these motherfuckers sliding around. I'm gonna play my game, chilling.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a dub, and it was all right. I don't think there's much else other than Naruto. I played in a Naruto tournament not long ago, but it was mid.
Nice. It's always good. It was always fun to play. The only thing I have left for this is Halo is coming back.
Yeah,
the
boys.
With Halo. The season is about to start. It is. I've been waiting. I'm ready.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Well, motherfucker, even with you, Halo's free. You can fucking play with us.
I'm not playing Halo.
I just watched.
Wow.
I just want to watch the league. I don't, dude. Like I said, it's not. I don't play arena shooters anymore. I just don't have fun. They're not there.
You're not supposed to have fun. You have fun when you win, DJ. That's the difference.
It's not even fun because
you see him hopping on Overwatch.
It's just not worth it. February 24th and 26th. It is at the Charlotte Convention Center. If you go to look it up, they have the address and everything. You can get your tickets now. The broadcast will be on Twitch and YouTube both. Spectator tickets are available as well as team passes. 4v4 prize pool, $250,000, and a free for all prize pool for $5K. I think
Optics winning.
Dude, I know. I'm ready to see the green wall back in action.
I need to see the boys come out again. I need another fucking ring. I need a chip from my boy.
I haven't seen a whole lot of gameplay recently. I know every now and then
I don't watch
with Lucid, and Lucid continues to do what he does.
Lucid's insane.
As always, the whole team is really. I hope they continue to find success, especially
APG. He needs it.
Yeah, him, Formal, I mean, the whole squad, but, like, him being in it as long as he has and finally getting that major last year, the back-to-back dubs, that was that was awesome. It made it worth it, really. Like he said, like they all said, really. It just made it worth it. Put in the hard work together, you win together, you champions together.
Exactly.
As for that, though, that's about all I have. If you guys have anything else you want to touch up on.
No, man. It was all I have to say. Great pod. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get better. We're gonna keep at this. Like I said, last mag is the final push for the boys. It's good bringing Cody in here. Thanks for coming, Cody.
When I don't work a 70-hour work week,
hey,
I'll have more to say.
We made it work. It's all good. We got to set it up better, and
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
we'll regain. We'll get shit down. We're gonna work it out. Well, I'm sure we'll get better logos. We're gonna get better shit. But for right now, the only way you get better is if you start. You can't fucking get better if you don't start. So
yeah, you're not
at
wrong
the end
with
of the
that.
day, this is a good pod. I mean, me and DJ have been talking about this for a minute, and the fact that we got Cody in here, it's like an extra ear because if it was me and DJ, we ramble on about a million things, and
Yeah, that's one thing I
but
do
no,
like about having Cody in here. Like we said before, is it's someone who is
it's an
actually
outside ear.
well,
An outside ear.
yeah, it's someone who's been around and played, but hasn't really been in the scene or like the community part as much.
Yeah,
Whether it's ever
he
keeping
hasn't
up.
been in it with like what we do, but I'm getting him there. We're gonna, if he, if he wasn't working, he'd love to be there, watch matches with us and shit like that. And tomorrow we're gonna. I know Hunter's not here. Maybe we'll have a special guest next episode or something like that. But even with Hunter, he's watching games. He wants to get involved. So tomorrow,
maybe.
It'll be me, DJ, and probably Hunter watching matches tomorrow because he's already messaged me. He's down. He'll be up by that time. That's what he said. But you never know with Hunter. But no, it's a great pod with everybody here. And if we get some more special guests in here, if we want to go back, talk about old days, future pods, and shit like that, it'll be fun. We got a lot of ideas. We're going to have a lot more shit going on. But no, like I said, you never fucking get anywhere if you don't start. So
No, I agree with you more. Like you said, brand new podcast. There are some hiccups. It's bound to be expected, no matter what you do in life. It is something we've talked about for a long time. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode as the first one, our inaugural episode of Last Mag. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.